Soprano beats. Soprano beats.
What's good? What's good, family? Appreciate all y'all patience. Y'all smash that like button as we get rolling. Back again, as I said I would. Clarence was good with it, my bro. TWT in the building. Appreciate you, my bro. Sports News Worldwide, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you stopping back through. Yes, sir. Always good vibes, my bro. Skills was good with it. Mr. New Orleans in the building. What's good? What's good, bro? Luis Castillo. Oh yeah, Mo Boxing, Mo Problem, Pacific time. Word. I tune in. Salute to my bro Skills and my bro Clarence. Salute Sports News. Sports Tunes, my bad. Pardon me. Sports and Tunes Worldwide. Pardon me, bro. Before Kings, you know it, Skills, you know it, my bro. Second live of the day, yeah, I'm back at it. Lady Do. Yes, I am. Thanks to y'all. D-Free was good with it, my bro. Appreciate y'all sliding through. We got a few things that we could talk about right now. You got, unfortunately, my boy AB won't be fighting Saturday, but nonetheless, the show must go on, and we got Omar Figueroa and Sergey Lipinets, man. We got that on that up. I got a little quote from Conor Benn. You know, he had little words for Chris Eubank. You know, he said Chris Eubank never fought at this level. You know, Regis Prograis got some words for Teofimo as well. You know what I'm saying? He feel like Plant versus Darrell gonna be that should be a solid fight. I'm gonna go with Plant in that one. It's gonna be a good fight. I don't think they like each other too tough. And then you got yeah, Lipinet's gonna bring it. You know, Prograis has some, you know, Regis Prograis has some words for Teofimo as well, man. He feel like Teofimo is food at the top for the top dogs. You know what I mean? He feel like the top dogs at 140 would chew him up. You know what I'm saying? That's what he had to say to Teofimo. He felt like the top dogs would get at him. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about it. You got Plant too. Yeah, I got Plant winning that one. You know, Darrell should try to, he going to compete. He's going to be tough. I don't see him getting knocked out, but I see him getting outboxed and outskilled. You know what I mean? Like, October 15, Barclays Center. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's this corner salute, man. Appreciate you for stopping back through. Second live of the day, man. Somebody said I should do another one, so here we are. I mean, Andrew Ruiz versus King Kong Ortiz coming up. Yeah, it's another fight card that I like. Another fight that I like. I'm gonna go with King Kong in that one. I hope King Kong pull that off. I don't care for Andy Ruiz right now. I don't trust him. He undisciplined. He inconsistent. I don't got faith in him. It's going to be a good fight, a competitive fight. I believe that, but I think Ortiz could pull it off for sure. Y'all smash that like button for me if y'all haven't, man. As we get rolling, appreciate y'all stopping back through again for a second round of boxing talk, man. But yeah, we got some things to talk about. Like I said, we got Lipinets and Figueroa fighting now, and like I said, I'm not rooting for Figueroa at all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rocking with him. I'm about to try to play this little interview from Bozy Ennis to let y'all hear what Bozy Ennis feel about the fight. Y'all let me know make sure y'all can hear this and everything. People might really have good interviews coming up for y'all. No doubt, sports and tunes. I got you, bro. I gotta make sure I go check in to your channel too. Bruce Gas, salute OG. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? Try to play this little interview from Bozy Ennis. He gave his thoughts on Lipinets and Figueroa. Yeah, I can hear that. I don't know why they can't hear it. My bad. I don't know why. I don't know why it's muted. But I'll break it down for y'all anyway. I'm gonna fix that. My bad, y'all. But basically, Bozy feel like Lipinets gonna stop. He gonna stop Figueroa. He said he don't fight nothing like Boots, and because of that, he think Figueroa gonna try to bang in the inside with Sergey. Sergey apply that pressure, and he got it. He got some punching power. He said he think he's smart enough to catch him in between the shots, and I kind of agree with him. I think Figueroa. We all know he got one style, and he fight one way, and that's coming forward. And it ain't gonna be no different come fight night. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come straight forward. He gonna be right there for Lipinets. You know, Lipinets is very similar as well. He's a come forward fighter, but he's smarter than Omar Figueroa, in my opinion. Facts, Ash. He ain't no chump. So it's like you gonna bring a fight to him and he gonna oblige you. So I think we're gonna get a war. I think on the low, this fight could be a little underrated. It could be a little sleeper fight. I think this gonna be a good one. I think Lipinets really could shock some people or surprise some people if they picking him, you know, to lose. So like I said, I think Posey Ennis made a good point. Yeah, Lipinets is smart, and although he got handled by Boots, he still landed some shots on Boots that was some some solid shots. He just Boots is just a different dog, a different beast. So his shots didn't affect Boots, but I think if he'd have hit the average fighter with some of those shots, even though it was only a few of them, he caught Boots a few times with some solid shit. If he'd have caught somebody else with them shots, he probably would have got a different result. You know what I'm saying? So there's no doubt in my mind this is a winnable fight. It's a even matchup. You know what I mean? In terms of on paper, you know what I mean. But again, I think Lipinets is just a tick smarter, a step smarter than Omar Figueroa because. Again, Omar Figueroa, the only thing he wants to do is press forward and throw a bunch of punches. And we all know defense is the last thing on his mind. Like, he has no problem at all catching punches with his face. He has zero problems catching punches with his face. This dude, he has no problem at all doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I doubt if he switch up his colors come fight night. This is how he fight. If you've seen his last fight, or you seen his two losses, should I say? You know what I'm saying? It looked like to me, Omar Figueroa is a victim of his style catching up to him. And what I mean by that, let me just give y'all an example. Y'all remember Brandon Rios? Come forward fighter, throw a lot of punches. He had good conditioning. You know what I'm saying? He was built for tough. You get what I'm saying? It was cool, especially early in his career. He was weathering the storm, like eating a bunch of punches and still finding a way to win until that shit stopped working. You get what I'm saying? Look at Ruslan Provodnikov. Very similar. Come forward fighter with some power, throw a lot of punches. He active, got a good gas tank. You get what I'm saying? But he eat punches for a living. You get what I'm saying? He literally blocked punches with his face and chin and every other part of his head. You know what I'm saying? So, those guys have been prime examples of becoming victims of their own style. You know what I'm saying? And although it's entertaining and it's fan friendly, that shit is not built for longevity. You get what I'm saying? And I think with Omar Figueroa, I think he's at the stage of his life where the same thing could be true for him. He could become a victim of his own style. You know what I'm saying? And because he's been so fan friendly and come forward, and that's how he had all his success, fighting one way, just coming forward, throwing a bunch of punches, trying to outwork, out hustle. You know what I mean? And outland his opponent, wear you down type of deal. And again, that shit is cool when you young and you fresh and you got that youth behind you to carry on with that type of style and that lack of defense. You're able to get away with that. But after so often, and you got to think now after so many wars, now this shit start catching up to you. You get what I'm saying? You got Lipinets by split decision. Like I asked on my video, do you think Omar can go 6 rounds with Boots? That's a good question. Ash, no. That's a good ass question. That's a good ass question. Nope, I don't think so. Nope, that's a good ass question. That's a good ass question right there. Got Lipinets by split decision. I could see that too, D Free. Because again, Lipinet's style is he ain't the most defensive guy either. Like he's not a big mover either. But again, he's a smarter guy than Omar Figueroa, and I do think he's more responsible than Omar is. He just don't care about defense at all. Like he don't like a defense make for exciting matches, but shorten careers. And y'all get what point I'm making with that. You got Brandon Rios. You know what I'm saying? You had Ruslan Provodnikov, even the Sean Porter. You get what I'm saying? All those guys with those styles, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like a crash and burn kind of style. Like it's gonna be effective and it's gonna work as long as you in your physical prime or as you coming up, it's gonna work. But as you step up in competition level and then you're getting older, that it gets harder to put out those performances. And you got to think Omar Figueroa is a guy that had a ton of issues as I played for y'all in that interview the other day. Like so. You know, he got a lot of wear and tear. He a little shot worn, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? And I know Lipinets ain't the freshest, tool in the shed, but I think he got more in him left than Omar Figueroa. I think Lipinets got more. Lipinets was 60. Yeah, facts, Ash. And Lipinets, I get what you're saying. And so makes me wonder, and that's why I say I lean toward Lipinets. I think he tougher. I think Omar T20 was good, my bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. I think Omar, like, he's never been invincible, but I think that shell of, like, having a tough chin has been cracked now. Like, he's been beat up. Like, Ugas put hands all over that boy. Ugas put hands all over him. Not only Ugas, who else? Ugas, and then it was Abel Ramos that put hands on him and knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Filled in, fight week of the fight. Yeah, facts. And a good thing, T20, good thing Lipinets was already training, so I heard. So we shouldn't have to worry about him not being in shape or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all in the building coming back to talk this boxing one more time before the night out. But yeah, man. It's gonna be an exciting fight for sure. But I think Lipinets, like Bozy said, I think he could punch in between that work that Omar Figueroa like to do, and he could really do some damage. And again, that dude could take a punch, but again, he been getting wore on the last few fights, and he been in wars. And I think because of that, those wars they're adding up and they taking a toll. And as a result, I got Lipinets beating him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Ash in 6 made him quit. And then another reason why I'm not picking for Omar other than the Adrian Broner slander or the attack on AB. I'm cool. I'm over that. But you alluded to in your interview that you don't know what happened that night. Your body just didn't respond and all this and that. So that's telling me right then and there that you don't even it's telling me that it's a good chance you don't even know why you lost that night and you just lost. So I guess that's what you're trying to say. Like you don't know why the hell you took an L that night. And I ain't hear you get into no explanation. All you said is your body didn't respond. You don't know what happened. You look horrible that night and you did. So okay, cool. So sound like your ass need more training. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Boots beats blood. Abel my head. Yeah. Boots to destroy Abel Ramos. Yeah. And he gonna get about 6. Ain't getting about 6 rounds. He might be in 5 if he get crazy because they be trying to be tough when how certain fighters try to get tough when they get real in there, they try to kick up even more. They get hurt, they try to act like they want to fight more. And that'd be a mistake for Boots to turn his damn lights out. My bad, child. And so again, tough fight, good fight, competitive fight. I'm going with Lipinets for the win. Straight up, I'm going with Lipinets for the win. Yeah. And I know I had put how and it could be a possible stoppage too. It could be that could mess around. He could get stopped. It ain't impossible. Abel Ramos stopped him. I think Lipinets punched him just like that. And again, that Omar Figueroa just don't care nothing about defense. So as a result, I'm not rooting for nobody. I'm not picking for nobody. That shot born, Benov had a bunch of issues, had they issues outside the ring. I don't even know what kind of shape he actually in. I ain't seen nothing about him. So I ain't rooting for him. I'm not picking him. You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna get his ass whooped. I really do. Angel Johnson, salute. Appreciate you stopping through. Crazy Mary J. Or Alicia Keys. I think you asked that before too. But so yeah, we got Chris Eubank and Conor Benn coming up soon too, man. So I just felt the need to speak on this because I seen a quote from Chris Eubank and he had some words for Conor Benn. He said, you know, he said the young boy Conor Benn don't know what it's like to fight at this level. And I think he might be right. It's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? It's a it's a possibility he go into this fight. And I think for sure we could say Chris Eubank got the better resume out of the two. My bad, y'all. I was reading something. Yeah, Chris Eubank, my bad, y'all. Like I said, Chris Eubank said Conor Benn never he don't know what it's like to fight at this level. So he expect that to be a big factor going into the fight. And he said he expect Conor Benn to fight cautiously when they get in the ring come fight night. And that's set for October 8th. So he's saying because he never fought at this level, he gonna be cautious. And I think that's interesting that he thinks that because if you know Conor Benn, if you watch Conor Benn and throughout his career, I mean, that's one thing that he ain't too fond of. He don't fight too cautious in there. I ain't gonna say he ain't as reckless as he used to be when he first started. You know what I'm saying? But Conor Benn don't play it safe. I don't and not no fight do you really see him playing it safe. He gonna go for it. So I think that might be a mistake that Chris Eubank might make if he's going to just assume that Conor Benn just going to be all extra cautious just because he never fought at that level before. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be a mistake. But maybe then again, who knows? Maybe him fighting at that level or on that stage fighting a Chris Eubank and being emotional, maybe he do make a mistake early, or maybe he do come out and be a little gun shy and don't want to let his hands go. But I say he can't afford to do that. And even though it's a possibility, I think it's a small possibility because again, it's just not in Conor Benn makeup to be an overly cautious fighter. That's just not who he is. So I just don't expect him to all of a sudden do that on fight night, especially if he really want to give himself any real chance at beating Chris Eubank. And I'm not saying Chris Eubank the best, but he's still a live dog in there. He got some punching power. He got some tricky shit about him that Ben gonna get slapped by boots. Zoom, what's good with it, my bro? Bro came in hot. What's good with you? What's good, man? But yeah, man. So again, If Conor Benn coming to that fight too cautious, that could cost him. I don't think that's gonna do him no favors. I think he can ill afford to come in there and all of a sudden change up his makeup because the challenge that's in front of him is a different challenge, or is supposed to be a tough challenge. He still got to approach this fight just like he do any other fight, and he still got to remain Conor Benn. And what I mean by that is he gotta look to make the fight just like he doing any of his other fights, any of the other what is it, 21 fights he has so far. You know what I'm saying? He's never that cautious, and I like I said, I just don't expect him to do it all of a sudden. If he do it, that's gonna put him at a deficit. He could ill afford to do that. He's gonna put himself at a disadvantage if he come in there and just don't be himself. Omar at a crossroads is maybe his last shot. Fact. So I think we could see him really try to go for it in there again. But again, like his style, man, it's all offense. It's like the only punches I'm a block is with my, you know what I mean, with my face type deal. That's how he be on it. So I don't know, man. It's hard to root for a guy that take punches, that block punches with his face for a living in the ring. Like he only knows, and he'd try that bobbing and weaving shit just a bit, like because you gonna see probably some of it. Don't get it wrong. He'd probably bend at the waist and bob and weave a little bit, but it will be to no avail. Like he kind of it's like purposeless. Like he do it just because you know you need to try to give a fighter a different look. But when it's all said and done, once he engaged, he abandoned his defense and he just go for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I seen every single fight that I've ever watched. I seen him fight a bunch of times. Every single time Omar Figueroa fight, he fight this same exact way. Mr. Chop Chop, was good, bro. Appreciate you for stopping back through on the second go round. Appreciate you, bro. We in here just chopping it up a little bit. I ain't gonna keep y'all in here too long, but I had to come back, double back. He's a more well-rounded than Hatton. He was definitely more speed. He ain't been tested against an elite level fighter. Give dude all the least because he slept an old ass Algeria. Oh yeah. See, for me, my assessment of Conor Benn, I feel like is a fair one because I've seen the strides that he made. So my credit that I give to him, and the reason I salute him, because I seen how raw and like eager and overly aggressive he was early out the gate and wild. And I seen the progression and the strides that he made in his career. And he became a more rounded, polished fighter. Now do that mean he's some type of world beater? Hell no, because he got to get in there with one of them people. And I could at least say I feel like this Chris Eubank fight could be a solid test. At the absolute worst, this should be a solid test. Like this ain't somebody I think he gonna come in there and blow out. You get what I'm saying? They even asked him, could he knock him out? And his response was kind of surprising. Like, you know, like shit, he was basically saying like Chris Eubank could take a punch. Like he took a punch from some pretty solid guys. So like, you know, he wasn't too sure if knocking him out was something he could do. So, you know, I say that's interesting. And again, Chris Eubank got power. He got power. He got some hand speed. He throws some sneaky, weird punches. He throws some awkward punches. He weird in there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to make for an interesting fight because, again, Conor Benn is going to have to be Conor Benn to win that fight. And what I mean is he's going to have to bring the fight just like he always looked to do any other time he in the ring. He ain't show no evidence that he could keep up with a beast like Boots. Oh, nah, absolutely not. Because he ain't fought nobody within the fucking radius of a Boots innings to even potentially say that, you know, he could compete. You know what I'm saying? But I think he can hang with Chris Eubank, and because Chris Eubank like the posture a lot and showboat, I think, like, again, when you're not doing that, you're not being active. You get what I'm saying? And I think in those spots, I think that's what Conor Benn gonna have to work. If that's gonna be something Chris Eubank do, because he do it in pretty much any of his other fights. Do a lot of posturing, a little showboat, a little subtle shit where he's just not throwing punches. You know what I mean? Playing to the crowd and shit like that. And I think in those moments, I think that's when Conor Benn got to take advantage. Yo, the young hungry lion got to, you know, you got to take advantage of those moments when Chris Eubank ain't being active when he want posture and play to the crowd. He gotta get to him. So when is that fight? October 8th. It's October 8th. So a little ways away, but I brought it up now, and because he had some words for young Conor Benn, and again he said he ain't never fought at this level, so he think he gonna fight cautious because of it. And people, the thought process is if Chris Eubank ain't bothered by the weight drain, then they feel like he gonna be a handful for Conor Benn. And like I said, Chris Eubank said, he's gonna be very careful early on because he don't know, what he is and shit like that. He don't know what he brings to the table. Never fought at this level. You know what I'm saying? He said if he do go full steam ahead, he'd be impressed. You know what I'm saying? So he said we'll see. They seem like they got mutual respect for each other despite anything. So back-to-back weekends of great fights. Yeah, we can get some solid fights, bro. We can get some solid fights. Cause I say, man, I mean, you got what? You got AJ and Usyk this this Saturday too, I believe, right? Ain't it? Ain't it the 20th? Got some fights to look forward to. And Conor Ben said, he want to win this fight in a brilliant fashion. I'm saying, he said it's a lot on the line. He can't lose this fight. He said that's the way he look at it. He just can't lose this fight at all. Says too much on the line. So they fight now the catch weight at 157. And Eubank saying, is it a worry? The weight ain't much of a worry. It's going to be more of a challenge as to how he going to make the weight and how hard it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying if he fully hydrated, then he good. If not, he going to be at a disadvantage. So that's just something to note. They already talking about weight and showing some concerns they're caring about the actual weight. So we're gonna see how that play out because I think that's gonna be a good fight. I'm telling you, them two dudes, they got a lot to prove. They gonna go at it because Chris Eubank can't afford to lose right now either. That'd be his third loss. That wouldn't be a good loss for him at all. And they gonna say a welterweight came up and wait and beat you. You know what I'm saying? You got beat by a smaller fighter with less experience, smaller, younger fighter with less experience. They're gonna be on his ass. So Chris Eubank gonna have to, whatever him and Roy Jones be working on, they gonna have to get their shit together. Something else I wanted to speak on again, like I was saying, Regis Prograis. He feel like Teofimo had a good performance, but he feel like the top dogs at 140 to chew Teo up right now. He said he got several flaws that he need to fix, especially defensively. He said he watched his performance. It was a good performance against a guy that couldn't punch. You know what I mean? It was a good confidence get back fight for him, but he said the performance was cool, it was okay. He wasn't, crucifying him, but he said it's too many holes in Teo game right now for the top level. He said the top level dogs will chew him up at 40. And man, it's a lot of names, man, and I believe so. I believe that's real. Demetrius Bright was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you sliding through. D-Ray was good with it, bro. Yeah, but right off the bat, I have to say I agree with Regis, man. I agree with Regis. The top dogs at 40 is gonna be a big problem for this dude. Like you know, like I said, you got Montana Love, everybody know that. Gary Antoine Russell, Jack Catterall, Arnold Barboza, got Matias up there, Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, Zepeda. I mean, and of course, Prograis. I think all of those fights, all of them, and I ain't being funny when I say this, all of those fights are tough for him. MP was good with it, my bro. Appreciate you sliding through. I think all them fights is tough for him. And to be straight up and honest, if he don't B-Ray 87 was good, bro. Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling? I don't know if you sub to the channel, but if not, hit that sub button. Come join the family. If you are, welcome to the family. But yeah, this I think Lipinets and Figueroa gonna be a good fight because it's gonna be like two trains on the same track. They both pretty much fight one way, and that's coming forward. I just see Lipinets being a little bit more responsible and a little smarter in the ring defensively as well. And I think he could take advantage of Omar Figueroa willingness to throw punches and want to engage, and the fact that he throw a lot of value, and like the same thing that helped Omar Figueroa win his fights throughout his career is the same thing I think that could hurt him and cause him to lose the fights in this fight at this point in his career. You know what I'm saying? Throwing all them punches, and just like Mosey Ennis said, I think Lipinets is smart enough to punch in between the punches. I think he's smart enough to punch in between Figueroa punches, and he could catch him with something. And again, because I think that fight is going to be something like a phone booth fight for the most part, I could see a knockout happening at some point. I really could. I think Lipinets got more than enough power to hurt Omar Figueroa. I think he shot one, and I think them couple losses that he took was telling. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, the link, you got to announce it. I got you. Oh, man. But yeah, man. I think his willingness to engage and throw punches, and the fact that he only fight one way, and that's just to come forward and try to outslug and outbang your opponent, wear him down. I think he got the right opponent for that, because I don't think Lipinets is going for it. And I ain't saying, and I don't think Omar Figueroa hit hard as hell or nothing. And again, it's like they said, Boots went 6 rounds. Lipinets went 6 rounds with Boots. I don't think Omar will make it to 6 rounds with Boots. D Free was good with it, bro.
Yo, what's going on, Just Do?
Was good, bro.
Hey, no, I got a real announcement. I don't know if anybody heard or anybody seen this, but it just came across. The IBF gave Errol Spence 2 weeks to make this fight with Bud, or he will be mandated to fight Boots or be stripped.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I told y'all that
Oh
the mandate
man, yo,
coming up.
that was always the backup plan, yo.
I told y'all the mandate was coming.
They crazy.
I told you. Yeah, that shit just came across the IBF.
Yeah, that's crazy. How they gonna get that man 2 weeks to make the fight, yo? How they gonna give him 2 weeks to make the fight?
Well, they say, I mean, of course, because Errol Spence has the belt, so they giving him 2 weeks. They're not giving Bud 2 weeks. It's either they make this fight or you got to be mandated to fight Boots. And we know Boots is not going to take step aside. He's going to want that fight with Errol Spence. And I told you.
With that fight, I ain't mad. I won't be mad at him if he won it.
Yeah, but I told y'all this shit was gonna happen. I said these daggone mandatories is about to come up. I knew this shit was gonna happen.
Yeah, MP, fuck it, let's go then. Let's go. And I just want to know, like, when that fight don't happen, because 2 weeks sound like I don't know, like shit. I just don't see it happening in 2 weeks. I don't see it being announced in 2 weeks.
I mean, they ain't got to fight in 2 weeks. They just got to make the fight.
Yeah, that's what like shit.
I don't see it happening in 2 weeks either. It's been what 4 months, 5 months, and it hasn't happened yet.
I'm telling you,
matter of fact, it will be exactly 5 months tomorrow that Errol Spence beat Ugas. Exactly 5 months tomorrow.
You know what's crazy about this? What if this was the play the whole time to try to wait it out till this type of shit happen? Because they know what time it is, man.
I'm sorry. It will be exactly 4 months tomorrow. Exactly 4 months.
Man, yeah, that's crazy. And I only say that because I really just want to see the undisputed fight. To be honest with you, I'd be mad if we don't get that and we forced to see something else.
Yeah, like I said, but I don't know if EJ is going to take that fight with Boots. I think he's going to just drop the belts and move up because he wants that undisputed fight. And he said if he don't get the undisputed fight, he was going to 54. So, and I know people going to look at EJ as, oh, he ducked Jerome Boots Ennis, but the man already said it. He only wants Bud. If he don't get the fight with Bud, he's going to 54.
Yeah, he did say that.
It's not like he didn't tell us this before that. That was regardless if it was Boost that was mandated, it could have been daggone Keith Thurman that was mandated, or it could have been whoever was the WBA mandate. He said he don't want to fight nobody else except for Bud. If he don't get that fight, he's going to 54.
And he made it clear.
I know people going to look at it as, oh, he ducked Boost, this and that.
Yeah, I definitely ain't calling it that. That ain't that. That ain't the same.
Yeah, so this shit crazy. But like I said, I knew that shit. I knew that shit after that motherfucking Virgil Ortiz fight. And I said in about 2 weeks, if they don't make this fight, it's gonna be a mandatory call. And sure enough, IBF came out today and said they got 2 weeks to make this fight. If not, Jerome Boots Ennis will be mandated to fight Errol Spence.
Man, that's crazy. I heard it first from Deep Free because I ain't see nobody talk about it because I know ain't nobody get on it just yet.
People you about to get
watch you come out of nowhere.
You about to hear it. You about to hear it. I say probably by tomorrow. If you don't hear it tonight, you will hear it tomorrow.
And Boo about to come on right now out of nowhere.
If you don't hear it by tonight, you will hear it tomorrow. Watch what I tell you. You gonna be like, that nigga D Free was right.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. That shit just spooky, man. That shit like weak. And what I'm calling weak is
the whole thing is if EJ do fight Boots and he beat the shit out of Boots, Bud is still not gonna fight EJ because Bud is scared to fight Boots. And if he see EJ walk through Boots like it ain't shit, he definitely ain't fighting EJ.
But Bud Crawford, you better not be the reason we don't get this fight.
No, I mean we already know he's the reason why this fight ain't happening.
That shit is crazy, yo. Like, man, yo, you just played the people all this time, bro.
All this time you've been fake calling Errol Spence out. You want this fight. You want this fight. You've been trying to get this fight with EJ. The fight is here, and you talking about, oh, I need motherfucking $15 million guarantee. I need $20 million guarantee. What? Nigga, that don't sound like somebody that want to fight. That sound like somebody that want a payday.
Hell yeah, he don't want no damn fight. Man, this motherfucker bogus, man. God, yo, he fucked this up, yo. He crazy, man.
If he doesn't fight EJ, if this fight does not happen, and like I said, I know is Bud fault because EJ is the A side. He cannot price himself out. Mm-hmm. You don't know what EJ is getting. He's the A side. So the only person that's sitting here talking about what he wants for a guarantee is Bud. EJ is gonna take whatever guarantee they give him. He just wants the higher percentage on the pay-per-view because he's the champion in the division. He got 3 belts. He's been in the division longer. He done the most work. He put the more asses in the seats. So he's like, I just want the higher pay-per-view. So, like I said, if this fight doesn't happen, it's because of Bud. Without a shadow of doubt, it's because of Bud. And he will be forever in my eyes as a duck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, what nobody think. That man will be considered as a duck forever.
Hell yeah, if he'll make this fight happen. They better speed the process up. They better start making this shit happen, man. Make something shake.
And Crawford about to get called for a mandate too.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah. They keep on playing. Niggas gonna be mandatory.
This shit is crazy.
Niggas both. What if niggas both get called to fight mandatories? Fight, both lose. And then the Mandos end up fighting.
That shit would be even more crazy. If both of these motherfuckers end up getting mandated to fight and they both lose.
You know, I'm telling you, that'd be wild, man. That'd be some wild shit right there.
I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does happen, that would be even more crazy. And so now Bug done fucked up the whole fucking bag.
Everything. You know, fucked up, undisputed.
You fucked up undisputed. So you not only did you fuck up your own chances of being the only 2 division undisputed in the full belt area in the history of boxing, you done fucked up your own bag because that EJ and Bud Crawford fight not gonna be as big anymore.
Mm-hmm. Facts. You know, and they really, you think that rumor of them trying to pay you $5 million or less than $5 million now true. Go ahead and get knocked out or beat up if you want to and try to revisit that option. Said Butter Troll been too much. He probably full of shit, Virgil Ortiz and shit though. Yeah, man, they got on him because they felt like he too long with McKenzie. But accepted Virgil
Ortiz. The one thing I would say about Virgil Ortiz, he's not that good of a boxer, but what I will say is he can take a punch and he has enough power to hurt Bud, and he put on enough press to keep Bud confused and out of his game. And he can fuck around, possibly stop Bud, because we've seen Bud get hurt multiple times in multiple fights.
Mm-hmm.
So we know he got a bigger punch than Gamboa. We know he got a bigger punch than Green Bean. We know he's a bigger puncher than Sean Porter. So he got a chance where he can possibly hurt Bud and possibly stop him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he do get facts, bro. He get aggravated. You could see it in the game plan and switch. I always say that because I've seen it more than once. And he really, and again, same shit. It usually worked for him, but I just don't think that shit gonna be smart for him in this fight. I always said that.
You can't like Sean Porter was at the end of his rope. I mean, we all knew after the fight was over that he was thinking about retiring and all that. So his head and his heart wasn't even in that matchup. Now you get in there with a young, hungry fighter who has a chance to be champion for the first time in his life, and you're gonna try to fight him on the inside. That ain't gonna happen. Or if it does happen, it's gonna be all bad for you because Virgil Ortiz is a better inside fighter than you are. Mm-hmm. You don't like to fight on the inside. So if he crack you one time and you try to bring that dog out, he gonna put that motherfucker dog in the house on a leash, and that motherfucker gonna be sitting there crying.
But ain't got shit next. His ass ain't even signed yet. But never wanted it. But don't care about the bag. He care about stopping EJ from being undisputed. That's a good point. EJ.
Tahara said bug. I mean bud.
Facts. He ain't, and we know it. He won't dare fight Boots.
Nah, hell no. Like I said, if Boots happen to beat EJ, which I don't think he will, but if he do, say he do, he beats EJ. Bud is not fighting motherfucking Boots.
Nope.
He's not fighting Boots. He's gonna be like, nah, that nigga. I wanted to fight EJ. I didn't want to fight Boots. I wanted EJ. EJ fuck around and lost, and then we can't have this fight. Nigga, what? The fuck are you talking about?
Bro, Mac Bernie just want to talk shit about EJ losing Perry. You know it. That's how they be, yo. The whole asses.
That shit crazy. When I saw that shit, I was like, what? No, the fuck they didn't. I knew this shit was gonna happen. But I'm about to get back in the chat. I'm gonna holler at you in a little while.
All right, bro.
All
right. Damn, man. Good man. They gonna do it, honestly, bro. They signing for Spence fight, but I want to see it so bad. Yeah, if he do that to us, we calling his ass out for it, yo. For real. Watch all the love fans on praise Ortiz fight if it happens, for sake. No one wants to see EJ versus Boots. Yeah, you know it, T20. That's how they do it. You don't want to fight EJ, so man. Few weeks spent in his camp is going to prove. I already know, but yeah, man, like this shit just wild, man, just bogus. Like the lead us all the way here and then not give us the fight, like it's crazy. Spence beating, but no doubt it won't be easy, yo. Yeah, man. The more I see how he behaving, man, the more I just can't have confidence that he's so confident. Like I don't know what's going on. You know it, Zone. Super duper nut huggers, man. Bomac and his boy need to figure it out, man. You don't think it's gonna be it'll be a good fight though. Chop. It's that easy. Spence gonna take his socket. Just being nice. I see y'all. Look, right? They harsh on him, man. Jeepers Creepers. That man gonna be like Jeepers Creepers, man. Tell you. Bud better get some. You better get some goggles from Snack. I think you could get some goggles from Snack. You dig me? You know, his ass. But yeah, man, Ash made a good point. Like it's a good chance that he just don't want EJ to be undisputed because then he'd kind of one up him in a sense. You get what I'm saying? And if he one up him, hold on. My bad, y'all. I had to fix something real quick. Yeah, but if you don't EJ, watch bro get the ass beat. EJ gonna have his real as far as his body. It's crazy. Facts, goggles, man. Them goggles when Floyd did his thing. I felt that the energy, the edge of greatness, but got that. Yeah, Bud don't got that energy. Nah, at all, bro. No boxing gyms, but I do believe watching boxing for 30 years counts for something. Nah, that's a fact, bro. But not nothing but a waste of space. And that, man, it's unfortunate as that this is what we come to. Like he really went from looking for big fish in the ocean to like leaving us on a hook. You know what I'm saying? What up, man? One up if you're ready. You get with them facts, T20. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Ego and shit. So I remain candid and saying he's overrated. I don't see why everybody else does, I guess. Yeah, nah, I feel you, bro. Nah, that's real shit right there, man. I just don't. It's unfortunate, man. It's sad. It's sad for the sport that that's what we come to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, how I get that? What's that? Who that? Can they ask Pete? It's Bo Mac. Oh man. I don't know how I got that. I don't know how that got in there. I don't know what happened. Oh man. I don't know who put that in my files, but where that shit come from right there. That was Big Mac right there. Big Mac can take a hell of an uppercut, can he? Seen him? Take that up. This much Spence got to fight, but you know, talking. Yeah, I don't know how that got in there, T20. I don't know where that clip came from. That just surfaced out of nowhere, man. I don't know who put that there, but I don't even know who that was. Matter of fact, let me see again. Hold on. Let me see if I can see who that is. Can y'all tell who this is? He fucked his ass. Oh man, yeah, for real, go mac and cheese and double his spoon, yo. I'm telling you, yo, he did him in, yo. He take a hell of an uppercut. OT20, best believe the fight happened and it play out the way we thinking. I'm definitely doing the editing side by side. I personally gonna do it myself. I'm gonna make sure I do it. I'm definitely gonna do it. I promise you. Yeah, man. I don't know. Snacks B was good, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. But yeah, man. I don't know how that got in there, but I don't see myself taking it out. I kind of like that clip. I like the way he took that uppercut with his chin, man. Like he tough. He tough as nails, man. I ain't see him look like he was about to get back up. He could, I don't know. He could have got back up right there. I don't know what was going on. I'm saying but that's the guy that's teaching Crawford, though. You know what I'm saying? I wonder. Y'all think the guy in the video could teach Crawford how to take that uppercut the way he could take an uppercut? Because Spence do throw some pretty good uppercuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, is that who that was, Snacks? Man, I had no idea, man. I ain't know he fought. I mean, I ain't know. Bomac could take a hell of an uppercut. You think he could teach Crawford how to take that same uppercut from Spence? Because Spence be shooting them uppercuts, he be placing them joints. So maybe Bomac, it'd be smart for Bomac to be able to teach Bud Crawford how to weather the storm of the uppercut when it crack you in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could teach him a thing or two about a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Zoom, I think he could teach him that. From the looks of that video, he better. It wouldn't be a smart thing to teach him, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on in that camp. He's gonna teach him how to take this cigar tiger uppercut from Spence. Look like Boback fought Butterbean. He better not have, boy. Don't let me find no more clips on his ass either, boy. Tony Kelly, salute, bro. Appreciate you for sliding through. How you feeling? Yeah, I smashed the like button for you, boy, man. It's like it's the second live of the day. I just wanted to come back one more time and talk some more boxing. So again, just to do a little recap. We got Lipinets and Figueroa on Saturday. Lipinets the replacement for Broner. I think that's a winnable fight for Lipinets. I'm leaning towards him to pull that off for sure. And I think that these styles could potentially lead to a knockout. But nonetheless, like D Free said, I wouldn't be surprised if, it did go to decision because they got some toughness in them. But I think, like I said, Figueroa was more shot warm and been through more wars, I believe, than I think that's this weekend too, Zoom. Hold on, let me double check while you ask me. Let me make sure. Let me get that for us. I got you right now. I'm gonna go look it right up. Yeah, that's this weekend too, bro. Zoom. Yeah, we got AJ and Usyk. And again, for y'all that's still in the building, again, I'm gonna be cooking on that tomorrow night around 9:30 on Divine Sense panel. It's gonna be a bunch of us over there. You know what I mean? So, like I said, y'all check me out over there. That's the only reason I didn't get deep dive on AJ and Usyk yet. But I'm still, after I come from there, I'm gonna still do like my own video of what I think and probably a prediction. Omac fall down like a lady when she break her hell yeah. It's Saturday. Yeah, the 20th. So you got that. You got Lipinets and Fig Newton. Bruce is gonna fuck around and take AJ soul in this fight, boy. He got a lot riding on this shit, and I'm telling you, I just don't like his mentality. But being that I'm gonna talk about it tomorrow, I'm gonna stay that for tomorrow, man. I got some decent things to say about him for people that ain't hear me speak on it yet. We gonna do our thing. You feel me? And for October 8th, that's a little ways away, but that'll be here sooner than later. And we got Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. Eubank claimed Conor Benn ain't never been at this level. He gonna fight cautious and hesitant because he don't know, he ain't been in there with him. So he said if he come out full steam ahead, he'd be impressed. You know what I'm saying? So he said we gonna see how it turn out. But I expect Conor Benn to be Conor Benn. If not, he definitely gonna lose, in my opinion. If he gonna win that fight against Chris Eubank, he gonna win that fight being Conor Benn, not nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something I think. I think Ben gonna win. It ain't out the realm of possibility. He got one guy coming down, one guy going up. So it's gonna be interesting to see if the weight affect either of the fighters come fight night. Crying on that Usyk versus Joshua fight, didn't even care to watch the presser. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but they want to cook on it tomorrow. I definitely got some, I got enough shit to say about that dude to run it off, and it's all gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tune in for tomorrow because I'm definitely gonna be on it. And I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm just gonna call it just how I see it when it comes to AJ. and what I think his problem is. And he got a lot riding on this win. He can't afford to lose. I'm telling you. I don't think his career gonna be over, but it's definitely gonna take a hit if he lose again. He can come out strong from the gate. I don't see it going the distance or maybe stop it. You think Conor Benn gonna stop Chris Eubank? I don't know. Chris Eubank never been stopped, and you fighting. That's Conor Benn coming up in weight, and Chris Eubank coming down. So he fought bigger guys than Conor Benn, so it's gonna be tough. It's not impossible. It'll be tough. Possible versus Loma versus Haney could be next. Is he? Because from what I hear, Zoom is Jermaine Ortiz for Loma, and that might be October 22nd because he was saying that he wanted like a tune-up fight. I think he was saying he didn't want to go right into the Devin Haney fight or something like that. So I heard he was fighting Loma, was fighting Jermaine Ortiz next, and then supposedly Haney after that. You got Boots versus Bud in their prime. Hey man, hey, D Free, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. I think Boots would beat Bud right now. If they had to fight tomorrow, next week, next year, anything, I think he'd stop Bud. And the reason I say that is because his style, that would be a chess match. It's not because Bud ain't a pressure fighter. So you get what I'm saying? So that's going to be a chess match, and that chess match is going to allow Boots to think, and skill for skill, Boots could do everything Bud could do, but better. I really do think that, and I think because of that, he'd end up stopping him. It'd be late probably. He'd fuck around, stop him late though. Well, after Haney done with Camboso and Loma went in October, facts. Bro, never had a problem. So I'm saying if they both win, they fight. Yeah, facts. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, my bad, Zoom. Yeah, you right. I got you. My bad. Yeah. So that's how I expected to go. Loma just came back from Boy Haney. Better get that dog out. He knew to take a tune-up, and I cooked on that earlier. That was my first live. I was cooking on the Jermaine Ortiz situation and Loma, and then Loma not taking a Dev Haney fight. And, I got somebody that put up a little resistance, but it was all cool. It was a good conversation. Like I just think Loma is going on his third tune-up fight, and they're calling Jermaine Ortiz a tune-up fight. Bob Arum called him that too. So, hey, that's what you calling him. That's what I'm calling him. And you just had 2 tune-ups, and you ain't been out the ring long enough to feel like you need a tune-up. So I don't get it. I think Boots smashes Bud. Me too. Got Boots whenever. Me too. D Free, bigger, stronger, naturally. Just he do a lot of things in there that Bud could do, but he doing better. And he gonna fight Bozo again, and Loma will fight. They both win. They playing is to have him fight next year. Facts. I'm with you. Exactly. I think that's how that's gonna go too. You better fight them dogs. Yeah, I think he is. He set the bar too high for himself. Mr. Chop Top ain't gonna have no choice. Facts. That's what a champ do, and I think he gonna do that. I don't think he gonna duck no smoke or nothing like that. Loma's smart. Everybody sleep on him. He speaks from the heart when he sees shit. Yes. Yeah, seen over there. No matter how much people want to say, he was just chilling on that. And Bell was just about saying that. Yeah, that's why I ain't speak on that too much. I heard people making the jokes, but I ain't really go in on that because I just left it alone. Because it's a situation, it's just it is. It's a sensitive situation, so I ain't never really speak on them. Yeah, where I know people saying he was playing Call of Duty type shit.
That is definitely a tune-up fight for Lomachenko. I mean, you gotta think about the biggest name on Jermaine Ortiz's resume is Jamel Herring.
Yeah.
And that was with Jamel Herring at the end of his rope.
Yeah.
That was matter of fact, that was Jamel Herring's last fight.
Facts.
His last fight.
Facts.
He retired after
Facts.
that. So this man has never
that was decent was Joseph Adorno. But again, Jamel Herring name supersedes his because he's more he reached a high. He was a champion. Adorno ain't been a champion yet. So
right.
Yeah, and Herring the biggest name. And exactly, that's not saying a whole lot. And there's no slight to Herring. It's just he was at the end of his career when you beat him. So that's not saying a whole lot for you. You know what I'm saying? You're not beating
right. And
he ain't.
and Jermaine Ortiz never been under the big lights on the center stage like this.
Nope.
He, like I said, he was in there with Jamel Herring, but Jamel Herring was at the last fight of his career, and we know Lomachenko has a goal that he's trying to meet. And like I told everybody, I think it was either yesterday or earlier today, they not putting Lomachenko in no fight that they think can possibly upset that apple cart, because Bob Arum wants Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney. He believes Lomachenko can beat Devin Haney. He wants Lomachenko to become undisputed. That's his whole goal for Lomachenko. Yeah, that's his whole goal for Lomachenko, to become undisputed at 135. So he's not gonna put him in there with nobody he believes is going to be. Because if you want to be real, I mean, he could have put him in there with one of the guys that was in the top of the division. You got a couple of guys that's free at the top of the division. Somebody in the top 10. You got some guys that's free in the top 10. He ain't put him with nobody in the top 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Loma ain't big for nobody, though. I'm with you. I don't think so, but I just want to see it. I hope that's the fights that we do get. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what they did. I'm gonna tell you what Bob Arum did. Bob Arum saw the safest route to give Loma a tune-up with a guy that have a similar style to Devin Haney, but is not as skilled as Devin Haney. Because Jermaine Ortiz, he can box. He got some movement. He uses angles and stuff like that, and he's tall. He's like 5'8". He's roughly the same height as Devin Haney. He has roughly I think Devin Haney has a longer arm reach, but they have roughly the same height, and he boxes similar to Devin Haney, but not as good as Devin Haney. So they found somebody that was close to Devin Haney, but not as dangerous as Devin Haney, to put him in there to fight, to get a tune-up, to get him warmed up to fight Devin Haney. That's what they did. Mm-hmm. It could be. It could be the more skilled boxer. I still want to see it, I say.
Because, I mean, to be honest with you, like I said earlier, Lomachenko is not a bad fighter. He's just getting too much hype for doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
His most credible win was against Gary Russell, but he brought Gary Russell up 2 weight classes. I think it was 2 weight classes. It might have been 1 weight class, but he brought Gary Russell up. He didn't fight Gary Russell at 126. He fought him at a higher weight, a weight that Gary Russell never fought at. And I'm not making no excuses. Gary Russell should have been ready for that fight. I mean, he said he was dehydrated or whatever. I'm not making no excuses. Gary not making no excuses. He said he lost. The boy beat him or whatever, but he won a rematch. Loma don't want to give him a rematch. But that's the only real credible fight that he had, because all these other guys, well, I mean, if you want to say motherfucking, what's the guy named that Devin beat, that hurt Devin in the 10th round?
Linares.
Yeah, Linares. I mean, you could say Linares, but Linares was old too. Linares was on his way out of his prime as well.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the only real credible fight that he had was Gary Russell. Gary Russell was young up. I mean, he was in it. I think Gary Russell was like 25, maybe 26 at the time. So Gary Russell was just coming into his prime. So I could say Gary Russell was the only credible fight he had. Everybody else he had was either on their way out of their prime or they wasn't that good of a fighter. They was tailor-made for Lomachenko.
Small fighters, like it's small. He not even that big. Some of these dudes he beat up on was some tiny guys, man. Right. He punished some of these small dudes that inferior competition that he fought. He was punishing them.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't fighting nobody that was good. The only guy he fought that was good, regardless of how we feel about Teo, was Teo. Teo beat him the first 6 rounds because Loma didn't throw no punches. Now we see, I mean, Lomachenko possibly was hurt in that fight. But I don't think he was hurt going into the fight. I think he was hurt in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got a shot in that shoulder and it fucked him up. It stunned him for a minute and he couldn't move it. But I don't think it was going into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he got in there with somebody that actually could fight,
ain't crazy,
and he lost.
It's the chop top. I don't think Haney resume crazy or nothing like that.
There's nobody on Lomachenko resume that said, okay, yeah, that motherfucker right there, I don't know if Devin Haney could beat him. The only person is Gary Russell. Gary Russell's the only person that you could say, okay, that's going to be a tough fight for Devin Haney because we know how Gary Russell fights. He gives you a lot of movement and it's hard to hit him. But that's the only opponent on his resume that you can look at and say, okay, that's going to give Devin Haney a tough-ass fight right there. Everybody else, you be like, Devin Haney will beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
We already know Teo ducked Devin Haney. He told us, oh, I could beat Devin. You talking about Devin Haney now, you at a 140, nigga. When Devin Haney was at 135, you didn't want to fight him. You wanted to fight Kambosos. And we saw what happened with that one. Same thing Loma did. Had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney, you didn't want to fight him. You went to go fight Teo, and we saw what happened. Both of y'all had the same outcome. Y'all duck Devin Haney. In the very next fight y'all get in after y'all duck Devin Haney, y'all lose. The very next fight.
That's a fact. Very
same outcome.
We're gonna see some shit shake out. I know that.
I just don't think Jermaine Ortiz is the. I mean, he's a legitimate tune-up. That's what he is. He's a tune-up. He's somebody that's not a bum. He's not a bum because the man is 16-0 with one draw. He's not a bum, but he's not on the level of a Lomachenko or Devin Haney. He's more on the level of a Kambosos. That's the level that Jermaine Ortiz is. He's a Kambosos.
I agree.
Because everybody had Lomachenko beating the shit out of Kambosos as well.
And I'm cool. Again, I'm cool. All right. The Jermaine Ortiz fight, because Jermaine Ortiz is a cool fighter. You get an opportunity. That's cool for him, but I'm cool for that fight. If you're in that very next fight after that, you fighting Devin Haney, I'm extra cool. I could wait an extra fight. Go ahead and get your tune up in, so you won't have no excuse when y'all fight, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, but I mean, I know Loma's gonna beat him, but I hope Jermaine Ortiz do what Teo did and pull out an upset. I hope he do that just because Lomachenko. He ducked Devin Haney. Now all of a sudden he want to be back in the limelight. Nah, motherfucker, work your way back up. You lost. You fought motherfucking Nakatomi and Richard Coleman. Them motherfuckers wasn't ranked wasn't ranked high in the top 10. I don't even know if they was ranked in the top 10 when he fought them. They might have been, but they wasn't ranked high. So work your way back up.
Yeah, I feel you, Tony. I think the best chance, the best shot Bob I'm hoping for is Loma and Dev, I guess, because I think he thinking that's his ace in the hole to get them belts. You know,
what I say is he really want to fight with Devin Haney. Put yourself in position to fight at Devin Haney. Go fight Tank Davis and take Tank Davis' belt. And then you can say, WBA, let's unify these motherfucking belts. I got the WBA regular, he got the WBA super.
Yeah. Yeah, that Nakatani win from Loma was impressive to me. He beat the hell out of him. I ain't gonna lie.
He beat the hell out of Nakatani.
He beat the hell out of
he beat the hell out of Nakatami, but I knew he was going to beat the hell out of Nakatami. Nakatami had the same chance that Richard Coleman had. He had power. If he landed the shot and catch Lomachenko, he possibly could drop him. That was the only chance he had. Nakatami comes straight forward. He don't have no movement. He don't give you different angles. He comes straight forward the same way Richard Coleman do. He comes straight forward and try to hit you with a big shot.
Yeah, I mean, the Nakatani win was a good win for him, but when I start assessing it, I still feel like, you know, those are fights that he was expected to win, but he wasn't expected to win in that fashion. And I think the way he beat him down and beat the fight out of him was impressive. You know what I'm saying? Then he beat up Richard Coleman as well, but I feel like those are like tune-up style fights because those were both guys with power. You know what I'm saying? Slow ass feet and just limited boxing ability. You know what I'm saying? Got some toughness about him. You know what I'm saying? And he beat that out of Nakatani, so I give him that. But they still was more or less kind of tune-up type fights for him. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, like I said, that fight after T.O., he fought Nakatami. That was an impressive comeback fight. That was impressive because I didn't believe that Lomachenko was going to beat Nakatami the way he did. I thought he was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to beat him the way he did. So that was an impressive fight. But
you ain't stop Nakatani. It does. It was
Nakatami. It wasn't no big name at 135 pounds. But it was impressive the way he beat him. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, I didn't think he was going to beat him the way he did. I thought he was going to win. I thought it was going to be a unanimous decision for Lomachenko. I just didn't know he was going to beat him. I didn't believe that he was going to wash him the way he did. I believe Lomachenko won every round except for maybe 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah, facts. I don't think Haney can do what Lopez did. What Lopez did to who? Loma is a hell of a fighter. Yeah, I mean, it make no mistake, he a hell of a fighter, but he ain't who they sold us out that he was though. T.O. T.O. ain't stopped Nakatani.
And see, that's the thing. Like I don't say Lomachenko can't fight. I said Lomachenko hasn't shown me anything. He hasn't shown me anything with the top guys at 135 pounds. He fought one guy at the top of 135 pounds and he lost. Yeah. One guy. He lost. That's the only guy at 135 pounds that was at the top of the division that he fought. That was fucking T.O. T.O. had a belt, so he was at the top of the division right along with Lomachenko, and he lost. He hasn't beat nobody else at the top of 135.
Who was the guy?
That was good, bro.
What's going on?
It's not Conway, but he won.
Hey, T. Tell him what I just told him, so you can confirm you saw the same thing I saw. That the IBF gave Earl Spence 2 weeks to make this fight with Bud.
I think there's bullshit, D-Free.
I believe it's true, dog. I believe it's true. I think we're gonna hear about it tomorrow.
What I mean, I ain't saying it ain't true, but I just don't believe, you know. But then look, I say this: if it is true, right, and we get Earl versus Bud, and we get Earl versus Boots, I'm frying Bud ass because you did this on purpose. You scared some of them up.
But I don't think we're gonna get Earl versus Boots. I think Earl is gonna drop the belts and go to 154 because he said it. He only wants Bud. He don't want to fight nobody else at 47. He only wants Bud. If he don't get that fight with Bud, he's going to 54.
He was good.
He said that, but some made me feel like he gonna go and fight him if they met him.
Yeah, because the fight Boots, it really has nothing to offer. I mean, yeah, it's a name, but it's an upcoming fighter. It's not like somebody. Boots is not. He hasn't fought nobody to give Earl Spence any credit for beating him. Earl Spence will beat him, but it's an upcoming fighter. So it's more to lose for Earl than it is to gain. Now for Boots, yeah, he got everything to gain if he beats Earl. Earl don't have shit to gain if he beat Boots. Yeah, he beat Boots. Okay, niggas gonna be like, well, Boots never fought nobody anyway. We was expecting him to beat him.
Yeah, they're gonna say he was too green if you fight him too early.
Right.
My thing is, we don't even gotta get to all that, bro. We won't even gotta get nothing. But my thing is, if it do happen, right, and we don't get this Earl and Bud fight, it's because Bud stalled it out, bro. And it's that simple.
Yeah, I already said it. If this shit happens to go down the way I said it was going to go down anyway, I said that shit after the daggone Ortiz fight. If they mandate these daggone, excuse me, if they make these mandatories and we don't get this undisputed fight, Bud will forever, in my eyes, go down as a duck, and nobody can change it.
Yeah, for sure. That is solidified for me, though. I ain't never really called him a duck yet because I said we got to wait to see if it happens. But if he don't make it happen, like start calling mandatories, he duck. It's that simple. Yeah,
I've never called him a duck because he never had he never been presented an opportunity to duck somebody. But this is an opportunity. If you don't fight Earl Spence,
He ducked Manny
You will
Pacquiao.
I never called him a dope before, but man,
he did duck Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, he did duck Manny Pacquiao. After you already agreed to the amount of money and Manny Pacquiao signed, yeah, he did duck Manny Pacquiao.
Right though. I like that though. Sleep.
Yeah, he did do that. But yeah, if I'm telling you, if we start seeing the motherfucking reports tomorrow, I'm a fry Bud ass if this fight don't happen.
I'm going to fry Bud, and I'm going to fry every single Bud fan that's in America. I'm dead serious.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Go down. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Bud fan in America, bro.
Yeah, I'm frying they ass. It ain't shit. And you know what hold on. You know what I just noticed? You know what I just noticed? Ever since that Ugas fight, I have not seen fucking what's the face?
Who?
My girl.
Destiny?
My girl.
Destiny?
Yeah, I haven't seen her ass nowhere.
But she be on some different people panels and shit. Here and there, people have seen her around.
Yeah, we're gonna get about no promo, but yeah, she be over there. She
ain't coming over here because the motherfucker jig is up. It's all on Bud to make this motherfucker fight.
They thought he was gonna lose to Ugas and they was gonna cancel the fight out. That's what they thought.
And if you stall him out, wear a shirt that said, "Bud, you a quacking ass BR."
Definitely no.
Of course they're gonna. Of course they're gonna blame PBC, man. Of course, but
I already told y'all they building up their excuses now. Y'all thought I ain't talking about it because I said it.
But you know what?
I ain't saying it again.
Listen, right? And there's only one thing that you need to say. Only one thing. You don't need to go back and forth with these Bud fans. There's only one thing you need to say to these motherfuckers. And it goes back to something that Dave Boy said out his mouth. Oh, I'm not signing the contract until after the Ugas fight. When did they fight? What fucking month we are in? All this time by, now fucking mandatory's about to kick in, and yeah, fucking Bud fans, top bitches, mandatory kicking in for him too, so that shit ain't gonna fucking work. So even if EJ mandatory gets announced first, it ain't gonna work because this shit lining up right behind it. Get the fuck on out of here, man, and fuck every Bud fan in the fucking world on everything, dog. I'm serious. They don't say shit. Say shit.
And you still get 9 months to make it, so.
I said that shit was gonna happen. I said these motherfucking mandatories is about to get called.
Yeah.
They take too long to make these motherfucking fights.
She be at T20. Hey, still hating on EJ.
Man, this shit ain't going down, man. This shit ain't going down.
I told everybody that shit is not when August hit. I said if they don't make the fight by August, this fight is not happening. I said that shit.
He stopped and said, I don't want to hear shit. If this fight don't happen, he said, I don't want to hear shit.
No.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, this fight don't happen.
Shit.
These motherfuckers gonna hate.
Bro, that's some bull. Nah, he ain't gonna do that. Bud better than that. He better than that, right?
Yeah, true.
I don't know what he's better than, T. I don't know. Because there's been a whole lot of shaky, flaky stuff with my man. A whole lot. I'm just saying. This is the way you moving, bro. I'm going off of action. I don't go off of no damn words, bro. Because your words never match your actions any damn way.
Yeah.
Your actions show that you just been talking shit and bullshit. No, they can't say nothing.
No, they gonna,
man.
All the Bud fans is gonna hate me if this fight doesn't go down. These motherfucking Bud fans gonna hate me on YouTube because they not gonna be able to say shit on YouTube. Soon as they comment anything, soon as they make a comment, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Your motherfucking fighter ain't fighting. You can't talk about nobody else. can't talk about shit else. This motherfucker talking about he want to fight EJ. EJ ducking him. EJ ain't trying to give him the fight. Now the fight is here. EJ told y'all he was going to fight after after he get the third strap, and now he's here trying to make this fight, and your ass sitting there talking about you want $20 million.
They all go stick together in Omaha. I'm telling you, they all go move to Omaha. All 4,000 of them go move to Omaha. Only 4,000 of them outside of Omaha, right? So all 4,000 of the girlfriends outside of Omaha go move to Omaha.
Big ass ticket hood, you know.
Right, and they all go live.
You got to miss the big ass ticket.
They all go live in the Cornhusker Stadium.
Now I got to build a big ass ticket hood on that.
And we ain't gonna be able to tell them nothing. They ain't gonna let us
just do. Don't be trying to give Bud no just do. Fuck that shit.
Just do.
I know everybody, man, and he ain't fight him, but you know, the guy told us he did tell us he won't fight him, y'all, a few times now.
Hey, just do. The only thing you can get Bud is the dude. You got to shit on him, bro. You got to get. He gonna be like Tim. Gonna be like Tim Doo-Doo, bro. Gonna be like Tim Doo-Doo. Goddamn, never Doo-Doo added to the family. Goddamn, the Doo-Doo family of boxing. Bud about to be added on with Tim Doo-Doo, the goddamn he first cousins and shit. Goddamn, there'll be a few more family members. I'm going to do a series on the Doo-Doo family of boxing.
Hey, I'm gonna be out of them motherfuckers. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. If this fight don't happen, though, Bud is not getting credit for no fights that he have after this fight. He's not getting credit for nothing.
And then
he barely gets credit for me from the fights that he had before this motherfucking jacked up ass resume. Y'all motherfucking these people want to keep on talking about he beat this person. Then they try to come with the shit on he knocked out champions. How many champions did he beat? Get the fuck on out of here. Don't paper thin ass fucking champion. Get the I want some to call my name out for the debate. I want to destroy that.
Accolades, Chris.
That's what I'm saying. The nigga, he's already skating on thin ice with me.
I ain't gonna bullshit, Chris.
Can't hear you, Flossie.
That shit went out, Flossie.
Andre Wood. You hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, somebody tried to tell me that Bud was better than Andre Ward. I said, nigga, smoke dope alone. Don't be spreading that shit to the fucking community.
I mean, they talk about he's the best switch hitter next to Marvin
That shit is fucking
Harris.
sick.
I said, motherfucker, y'all don't know, y'all ain't been watching no motherfucking boxing. He's the best.
You know,
next to Marvin Harris.
Man, you know what Bud switching remind me of, bro? I'm gonna give you an analogy. Bud switch hitting is like the one nigga on the basketball team, right? When you do the layup lines, he right-handed. When we go to the left-hand side, yeah, he can make the left-hand layup, and he can do it all right if he wide open, but that shit looks stiff as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck it look like. The nigga that you gotta make lay the ball up with his left hand when the coach looking, but every time he turn his back, he go back to the strong side.
Got the cardboard release. I mean, got that stiff cardboard release on his motherfucking left side layup and shit. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga that got to do the two-hand layup on the left side.
No, the nigga that go for the left side. The nigga go for the left side, but he always got to go under the rim to the right side to make the layup. He don't never make it from the left side. He goes under the rim to the right side.
Always right.
And that be the main nigga talking about, I'm ambidextrous. Bitch, don't do that. Bitch, I'm ambidextrous. Yeah, I could lay the ball up with both hands, and I can shoot jumpers with both hands. That's ambidextrous. Yeah, I can write with both hands.
I mean, like I said, this shit, yeah, it's looking real bad for Bud. It's looking real bad for his ass. If you thought niggas wasn't buying your pay-per-view before, you really ain't gonna get motherfuckers to buy no pay-per-view. You ain't even gonna be able to be on pay-per-view.
If you thought niggas gonna buy your album before, we really ain't finna buy your album now.
That shit ain't gonna go wood. That shit gonna go forever dust. Goddamn. Shit ain't gonna go wood.
I don't like I said, I think it's going to be so bad for Bud that he's going to have to retire. There's no coming back from that. You cried about fighting. You cried about fighting Manny Pacquiao for 6-7 years. You get the fight and then you don't sign because your manager said the money wasn't there fast enough. When you get paid after the fight, not before the fight. Now you get the EJ fight that you said you was crying about for the past 4 years, 5 years now, and this motherfucker fight ain't going down. The common denominator is your ass not signing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be no coming back from that. You had 2 legacy fights to put on your motherfucking resume. You had 2 legacy fights to put on your resume, and you fucked both of them over.
Yeah.
Fucking Ugas got the motherfucking Manny Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even came down to Ugas getting it. Earl Spence wouldn't even had the opportunity to get Manny Pacquiao because you would have had fought him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you would have signed that contract, yeah, you would have had to. You would have had to fight Manny Pacquiao. Earl Spence probably would have had to fight. He probably would have fought Ugas anyway, but it would have been for the regular WBA belt. Well, at that time they bumped it up to the super, but I don't think they would have put Manny Pacquiao in recess. They would have kept him with the super at the time because he got the recess after Bud didn't sign the contract. That's when they put Manny Pacquiao in recess. So yeah, Manny Pacquiao had the super and Ugas had the regular. So you would have had 2 belts. Earl would have only had 2 belts.
Look at D-Free putting them timelines together.
Look at you.
They put them timelines together. And he was right on the money too. I was finna say something. I was like, nah, that's okay. Look at D-Free. Look at him putting that shit together. Them all facts though. He ain't lie. Them all facts. I remember they had Manny Pacquiao signing all them little gloves and fake belts to WBA. I just knew they was finna give his ass them belts back. But I said, but why the fuck he signing WBA belts and shit?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, man, this shit. Like I said, Bud gonna have. Like I said, if he don't make this fight with Earl Spence, what fight are you gonna take? What fight are you gonna take? You gonna take the Virgil Ortiz fight? You gonna take the Jerome Booth in this fight?
I don't think he wants shit. I don't think he wants shit to do.
Oh, his ass beat.
You gonna fight Keith Thurman when you could have been had that fight with Keith Thurman?
We'll take one time for one time.
So
I thought he said he ain't gonna fight Keith Proof.
It don't take one time and only lost
actually, at this point, he probably can't even get the fight with Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman is a PBC fighter. So he's not even gonna be able to get that. He's not even gonna be able to get that fight.
He ain't gonna be able to get the PBC.
The only fight he can get is Virgil Ortiz.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, the same shit that I've been telling y'all for the last 2 months. This EJ fight don't happen. The nigga fighting on his own. He gonna have to.
I know what fight. I know what fight. I know what fight he gonna get. I know what fight he gonna get. This EJ fight falls through. I know the exact fight he gonna get.
He better be able to beat Tank.
I'm gonna tell you what fight he gonna get. It ain't no fight that I'm thinking. It's a fight that I know. Josh Taylor.
What fight?
Josh Taylor.
On what promotion network?
On ESPN, he just dropped the lawsuit. He's fighting on ESPN against Josh Taylor.
Talk Sports was good with it, bro.
WBO champion. The Lord degree.
Bob gonna take his ass back.
He dropped the lawsuit. Hell yeah. He want to get that belt off. He want to get that belt off of Bud.
Bob ain't gonna have a choice if if Josh Taylor move up, right?
Got a choice.
Nah, really. He don't. Now, Josh Taylor don't got a choice because he's not the WBC champ no more. He's not the WBA champ no more. And he got a certain amount of time before the IBF take their belt. Jermaine.
And he not fighting no motherfucking boots.
Yeah. So if the IBF take their last belt from him, the only belt he gonna have is the WBO. So he got to go to WBO. Right?
Yeah. And like I said,
IBF got him on the clock right now. He got to the end of this month to decide whether he gonna fight the IBF mandatory or they taking that shit.
Yeah, but Bob Earn want that belt off of Bud anyway. Bob Earn want that belt back from Bud. He want to get that belt back from Bud.
He should have stripped his fucking ass.
Hey, but that's if he's sitting around waiting for mentors, basically, for the rest of his career.
You got to look at it. Bob Earn don't have no champion at 147 pounds. He want that belt from Bud.
Right. Bud is that be sitting around waiting for damn mandatories at this point. Like he won't be able to just.
Well, he should have stripped him. That's his fucking belt. Should have stripped him.
But the thing is, if Josh Taylor moves up before the WBO called Virgil Ortiz as the mandatory, Josh Taylor automatically steps in line. He automatically steps right in line to fight Bud. So if they call the mandatory, then Josh Taylor will have to fight Virgil Ortiz. But if he moves up before they call the mandatory, he steps right in line to fight Bud. Because they're not going to fight Boots for the IBF. They're not doing that. They know damn well he's not beating Boots.
It'd be funny as shit. He goddamn Bud did all that styling shit. In the very next fight, get his ass sparked.
I'm telling you, that's what the play is. When I saw that the motherfucking lawsuit was dropped, I said, these motherfuckers think they slick. I know what the fuck he doing. He think he's slick. I know what he doing. He's getting that fight with Josh Taylor.
And they're gonna make his ass fight Josh Taylor in fucking Scotland.
Then they fuck around. If that fight go to distance, they fuck around and yank his ass.
Bing.
They're gonna get that motherfucker belt right to Josh Taylor.
But you know another reason why he dropped that lawsuit, right?
So that shit wasn't holding water. That shit was motherfucker a water in a motherfucking paper towel cup.
Not only that, Dwayne, but the other thing that T put out first, when Bob, when he put out that audio, and Bob said that the lawsuit was put together by Kinahan and them. You know what I mean?
So y'all know all this buzz slander is sponsored by JusDueBoxing. No, just
God damn, T, how you gonna do that to Just Do, man?
No, cheese beats.
That was another thing too, Crush. You right.
Yeah, because of the Kinahan shit too. So he gotta let some shit loose. You know, but man, it's this whole situation, man.
I got a question for y'all, right? So let's say Boots and Earl get mandated. I don't think it is, but right, let's say it get mandated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I know Earl said that he was going up already, right? But is it a duck if Earl Spence move up after the mandate Boots?
No, it's not a duck. If he wouldn't have already had his plan together, and he has been very adamant and consistent on what he wanted to do, and the only reason why he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford is because Terrence Crawford had the belt. You know what I mean? So it don't matter who had the WBO belt. It just wound up being Terrence Crawford. He wanted whoever had the belt. He's the Thanos of 147. Whoever fucking got the stones, I want your ass. Yeah. But he can't get the stone from this dude because the fight don't happen because the Mandos. No, it's not a duck. Because he don't have to prove nothing to nobody else. At 140, not no fucking fan, no nothing. I don't give a fuck with nobody. Not a fan of his, not a fan of Bud. He don't have to do that because he already was cleaning out the fucking division. It's not his fault that this guy wind up with the fucking belt. Because it didn't matter who had the WBO belt. I just wanted to see this man complete his fucking mission. It just happened to be Buzzsaw.
I'm
You know what I'm
telling
saying?
So
It
what
could
you
have been.
saying is,
It
what
could
you
have been
saying
Boots
is,
with the WBO. It
what you
could have
say,
been
y'all
Boots with
just,
the WBO.
what you saying is, Crush, if Boots had the WBO, it will be a dub. But because he don't, it's not a dub.
Right.
No. Right. Exactly, T. Exactly.
Right.
Because he only wanted to fight whoever had that last stone. Okay, I can't get this last stone from the dude because of some fucked up shit. None of these other dudes ain't got no fucking stones. They can fight for the stones. I'm about to get these niggas. I got the other 3 stones. I can't get the 4. Matter of fact, I got these already. Y'all fight for these stones. I'll go get the ones that want fucking 54. I'm coming, nigga. That's
Right.
what it is.
He told everybody right before he fought Ugas. They asked him. They said, "How many more fights you got at 47?" He said, "I got 2 fights left. One with Ugas and one with Terrence Crawford for that WBO strap. Those are the only 2 fights he had left." And he said, "If I don't get that strap from Terrence Crawford, I'm going to 154." So he already told everybody, because Boots could have had that WBO belt if Bud would have stepped in the ring with him, and Boots would have beat Bud. He could have had that WBO belt, and he would have been fighting Boots.
Yep.
Hey, so I got a quick question. This might be a crazy ass question. So what happened to Josh Taylor move up and beat Bud and EJ go to 54? What the hell else happened at 47 at that point?
And then it's gonna be a scramble for the belts.
It's gonna be the belt's gonna be up in the air. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be a scramble it's gonna come down to roughly 3 fighters. It's a 4th fighter, but really it's gonna come down roughly to 3 fighters. Boots, Virgil, and Conor Benn.
And Stallone.
Yeah.
You can throw you can throw Keith Thurman in there, but I think Keith Thurman
Keith Thurman too. Keith Thurman and
Yeah,
Stallone.
that's what I'm saying. You could throw Keith Thurman in there because he's
one more. Y'all just named 4 fighters.
Speedy Rashid Ellis as well. Speedy Rashid Ellis as well. But what I'm saying is those guys are right now in position to fight for those belts. Staniosis can fight Conor Benn.
Do after Stallone would be Cody Crowley.
Cody Crowley.
But the thing is, when I say it's only 3 people, because I think all those other guys will lose to Conor Benn or Virgil Ortiz or Boots.
That's who they go fight for the belts, D3. Like Boots go fight probably, Cody Crowley. Ben go fight Stanonis. Virgil probably go be the wild card. They fight somebody we never the fuck heard of. You know what I'm saying? But them we just named all the people though. Them go be the fight.
Virgil gonna fight Josh Taylor if he move up.
Some shit like that, yeah. Yeah, Virgil probably gonna fight Josh Taylor, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The only person we don't know who's gonna fight will be Keith Thurman. Who will he fight? And they fuck around and try to around and try to fight probably try to fight like Ugas or somebody for the WBC belt.
Boots will be the IBF. Virgil will be the WBO. Conor Benn versus the Notice will be for the WBA.
And Keith Thurman is the WBC.
Keith Thurman versus somebody. Yeah, it will be Keith Thurman versus somebody.
Yeah, but it's going to come down at the end of it. I mean, you still got Speedy Rashid Ellis in that talk too. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to who's going to be undisputed, it's going to come down to Boots, Virgil Ortiz, and Conor Benn. That's what I believe. I believe it's going to come down to one of those 3. Although Speedy Rashid Ellis, he got a lot of skills. I think he could beat Virgil Ortiz, but I don't think he could beat. I don't think he could beat Boots.
Speedy Rashidi go beat one of them for the belts after they get him.
Yeah, but I don't think he could beat Boots. I think he could beat Virgil. I don't think he could beat Boots. I don't think he's going to get a shot to fight Conor Benn. I think he'll probably have a better chance fighting Virgil. Because if he fight Boots, I don't think he can beat Boots. Now, he has a good chance of beating Boots. I just don't think he can.
Right.
But that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a scramble for the belts. And Bud is going to go down as the biggest duck.
ain't gonna lie to you, T20. There'll be some bullshit. Cause if EJ go to 54 and jump to 3 belts, Bud have to fight at least another 3-4 years before he get all 3 of them bitches.
I don't give a fuck what Bud had to do. Bud could go suck on a sour ass lemon for the next 3-4 years. I don't give a fuck. He should have never had to come down to that shit.
I don't think.
He gonna do like Quick Soda. Go sit on your motherfucker's finger and rotate. I don't give a fuck what he do.
I don't think the dude was ever really trying to plan to be 2-time undisputed in the 4-belt era. I really don't think that was a part of his fucking plan.
No. I'm gonna tell you what Bud is. Bud is one of those guys that he got good skills. Like you got that guy in your neighborhood that beat up a lot of motherfuckers, and now there's another nigga in another neighborhood say, "Oh, I got a nigga that can fuck with him," and you hyping your man up, and your man talking shit. But when it comes down to fight, that nigga always got something else he got to do. He can't come to the fight today. He got to go. He got to stay in the house. His mother got him doing chores, or his mother got him going to choir practice or some shit like that. He can't never come out that day.
He said he
got
can't
babysit his little sister and shit.
Right?
Monday he got to babysit his little sister. Tuesday he got piano pop.
He's scared, right?
That's what Bud is. Bud is one of those guys that his whole team hype him up. Yeah, that nigga like that. He can beat EJ. And EJ like, okay, we're gonna see. Let me finish fighting these other motherfuckers that I said I was gonna whoop. Once I finish beating them, then I'm gonna come see you. Now it's time for EJ to come see him. Oh shit, man, I can't even come outside today. I gotta watch my little sister. Oh, you know what, man? I got the motherfucking kids today. My wife gotta go somewhere. I can't even do it today. You got an excuse for everything.
Don't start making us a dumbass shit like my shoestring got a leak.
My pussy had.
My shoestring got a leak.
Yeah.
They gonna say all type of shit, dog.
Hey, who on that damn that PBC card this weekend?
This weekend,
Hector Garcia versus Roger Gutierrez. We got Almeida versus Alberto Pulio, and then we got Omar Figueroa versus Sergey Lipinets on that joint.
Actually, the better card is the other card.
It's just sound like Fendi, Louis, and goddamn Polo. I ain't understand.
It's 2 title fights though. It's 2 title fights, 140 and 130.
Yeah, that the zone card actually might be the better card this weekend.
They just lied too. Like both the cards pretty good. Like this weekend, like we got
the zone card might be the better card this weekend.
Got some hitters, man.
They come on at the same time, a different time.
I think the zone might be early, right?
Yeah, the zone usually come on early. The zone usually come on early, be on all day until
I was just wondering because that shit in Saudi Arabia and shit.
It might be.
Yeah, it's shit. I would say it's in Saudi Arabia, so I don't know what time it's coming on.
It's gonna come on early because they before us. They almost a day before us. They probably like 8-9 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, I think it's 8 hours.
It's gonna be on early, so we probably see those fights like around 11, 12 o'clock, somewhere around there.
I'll be loving that shit.
Yeah.
And T said WBA is the belt no champion won. Yeah, I ain't trusting none of the WBA.
As long as you get a strap right there, I don't care what kind you get.
Said the main, they said the
WBA is actually the original belt, the first one ever. Actually,
they said
it's the oldest one.
They said the main card started at 11.
The WBO is the newest one.
12 Eastern time, goddamn, 11 o'clock my time. So that card gonna come in the middle of the day. The damn main event might come on at like damn 4 o'clock.
Hold up. I just thought about something. If the IBF called their mandatory, Don't Stanioses have a right to that fight before Boots?
Yeah, he does. Yep, he sure does.
Did one of them take step aside money or something?
Yeah, Stanioses took step aside money, so he has a right to that fight before Boots.
Yeah, because he took the step aside money for Spence to fight Ugas.
Yep.
Yeah, sure enough. But Boots, he's still in a good position because he can. Well, I know they switch shit with him and keep people.
Yeah, because he could take a stay ready fight and wait for that fight for Stanioses and Earl Spence to be over with. It's not going to happen. But if it does happen, he could take a stay ready fight, and once that fight is over with, then he's next in line to fight the winner.
Because Keefe put the number 1 ranked in the WBO, and he put Boots at number 3. So he still gets a chance.
You mean the WBC?
No, in the WBO. I just looked at it the other day.
How he the number 1 when Virgil Ortiz is number 1?
I mean WBC, yeah, because that's where they switched
to
that.
Yeah, I was about to say Virgil Ortiz is number 1 at WBC. WBO.
I keep forgetting about Virgil in that WBO, that ranking with the WBO. Yeah, but I don't know, man. This is some bullshit. That's what it is, and it don't go down, bruh. The motherfuckers can't say shit. Not even a content creator who's in favor of Bud. He don't do it to yourself unless you really gonna come out and be biased about your content about this.
I don't see how anybody can defend Bud. I don't see how you can defend it. It's literally no way you can defend his ass. Oh, they're not giving him the money. Nigga, you knew what the fuck PBC does. They don't pay nobody no big money like that. Oh, but they gave Canelo big money. Bud is not on Canelo level. He never did numbers near Canelo. You can add up all the Canelo.
Bud don't guarantee the money, the guaranteed money he asking for. He don't guarantee that.
That's what I'm saying. You can add up all of Bud daggone fights, all his motherfucking pay-per-views. It doesn't equal up to one of Canelo fights.
Nigga.
It don't equal up to one of Canelo fights.
Somebody don't want this fight.
Somebody don't want this fight, bro. And we already know, man. The motherfucker that's been holding up this fight is the motherfucker who don't want to fight. Shit.
I had a dude on I don't know who live stream I was on, but this nigga gonna tell me he blamed Earl Spence if this fight doesn't happen. And we was like, how the fuck you blame Earl Spence? He said because Bud was the one that left Top Rank. He was getting guaranteed money with Top Rank. He left Top Rank so he can make this fight. We was like, but Bud is the one that's asking for a motherfucking $20 million guaranteed. He's never seen close to $20 million.
I literally would have said, well, why he ain't made it if he left it to make Top Rank? Literally, I would ask that question.
Exactly. Because it's been much since the fight. And
how did he need Top Rank to make the fight when he ain't made it?
What he say? He said, Bud is negotiating for himself. Earl Spence got somebody else negotiating for him.
That don't even make sense.
So that means that Earl Spence already. That means that Earl Spence agreed to everything already. Whatever they say, he agreed to.
Who lost? Oh, I was on Divine Sense. That's what I was on. I was on Divine Sense live stream when
now listen what they saying. Bud negotiate himself, so that means it's really his fault. Whatever the PBC offer is what Earl gonna do. Whatever on the table, he taking. Literally, so he's saying whatever it is, that's what it's gonna be. Bud is the one that can't get the deal done. He the one that's I don't even think it's that. I think that's bullshit. I think people go say that to cover up what's really fuck going on. All in the end is Bud's fault, though. I need people to accept that. is this nigga fight.
Yeah. That's accepted.
Whatever reason you believe, no matter if he won't, they not giving him enough money. First of all, he want 5 times more money than he ever made in his life. Add that shit up. 6, 12, 18, 24. Nigga want 20 million. He want 3 times the money, a little over 3 times more money than he ever got in his life, guaranteed, bro. Stop it. And he made his biggest guaranteed purse with a fucking PBC fighter. Make that make sense, y'all. Y'all gotta stop it, bro.
Not only do he want that much money, but he also won a 50-50 split on the pay-per-view.
They know what you do with pay-per-view, bro. Your last fight with Sean Porter was a pay-per-view. They know what the fuck that shit did. Nothing. You're not finna fool
none of your pay-per-views do anything.
You're not finna fool these people into paying you all their money. You're not gonna produce. Well, Earl Spencer is a star. Well, exactly. That's why he get a bigger percentage. Stop being stupid, y'all. Y'all be saying. I'll be answering y'all own questions.
No, y'all gotta look at his pay-per-view buys. His first pay-per-view he ever did only did 60,000 pay-per-views. His second pay-per-view that he did 125,000 pay-per-views. His third pay-per-view that he ever did only did 130 pay-per-views. That's it. Earl Spence did that shit in one pay-per-view. You combine all the Buzz pay-per-views. Earl Spence did that shit in one.
He did it in one. He did more than one pay-per-view.
Right. Yeah. You add up all those joints, Earl Spence, all you gotta do is say, okay, this is my motherfucking pay-per-view. Motherfucker Mikey Garcia, neither one of them niggas ever been on pay-per-view before. He did motherfucker 350,000 pay-per-views. That's more than what Bud did. He did a fight with Sean Porter in his next pay-per-view. He did motherfucker 325,000 pay-per-views. More than what Bud did. And then he turned around and did a pay-per-view with Danny Garcia and did like 250 pay-per-views. Bud is not even seeing him when it comes to pay-per-view. And I'm not even talking about the Ugas fight, because the Ugas fight, that's a 4th pay-per-view that Bud hadn't even did 4 pay-per-views.
Yeah, and then turned around and did 375, 300K on Ugas. 275, 300K. And there's low end numbers. There's low end numbers. You know what I mean? High end is 350, 400. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna take the low end so people won't be saying we up here capping and shit. But low end, you know, he still did 250 plus. You know what I mean?
And that's not even counting how many motherfuckers came to the arena, because it was like 45,000 people in the arena. I know that for a fact because I was there. That motherfucker was filled up all except for 3 sections. The whole entire arena was filled up except for 3 sections at the very top.
See, that's why.
And those tickets
man was good, bro.
Those tickets wasn't no motherfucking Ryan Garcia tickets, no $25 for 2 tickets. Them motherfuckers, the seat that I had, I got the shit cheap, and that shit was still $106, and I got it for cheap. So at the regular cost, when they actual open up the tickets to the public, them motherfuckers, the seat that I had, that section that I had, those tickets was going for like $500-600.
How much I said the Wilder tickets going for in the morning?
Man, them motherfuckers, you be lucky if you get a motherfucking ticket at $500.
Yep.
Damn, on the pre-sale?
Damn it, man, was good, okay?
You be lucky if you get a ticket at $500. I mean, I'm talking about a good seat. I ain't talking about nosebleed, because you can get a nosebleed, probably pay like $200 or $100 and some change in the nosebleed. I'm talking about to get a good seat. You be lucky if you get a ticket for $500 in a good seat.
Hell, I ain't gonna worry about it then.
I mean, if you get it on SeatGeek before the motherfucking tickets come out, you'll get it for cheap. But you gotta go look for it now.
Oh, the pre-sale don't start till tomorrow at 9:00.
Go on SeatGeek right now.
Just chilling, man.
I already checked this shit. It said it wasn't on there yet. It said pre-sale started at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and use the promo code BOX.
Yeah, you'll get it for cheap on there because it's not open to the public yet. On SeatGeek, you can get it, but it's not open. You can't go to like Ticketmaster and get a ticket. You can get it on SeatGeek, but because it's before it opens up to the public.
Yeah, let it be this a little price. I will be there.
Yeah. You can get it for a decent price on there if you get it when they first open up. You can get it for a decent price because literally, I think it was like 2-3 hours after Ricky had got my ticket for me, I went back and checked. That motherfucker was like $300. The next day I went and looked at it. That motherfucker was like $457 or $450-$500. By the time it was time for me to go to motherfucker Dallas, that section was going for like $700 or better. So yeah, you can get them. You go on SeatGeek and get it when they first open up.
And because Dallas Stadium so big, like that's just when they do it in Dallas, right? Every stadium don't have these luxury. They started letting you get more tickets to fill up the top of the arena for I think it was like $80 to like $100 too to fill up the top and shit because there's so many seats there. That's how it ended up being so many fucking people there because they sold the tickets kind of fast. Then they opened up more of the shit and they sold them at a lower price. That shit was like even the top of the shit, the whole arena damn near was full, like except like a portion up top, but like it was like people. It was fill up about like 70% of that fucking arena.
Yeah, they still had. I say that's those 3 sections that were still open. Probably could fit about another 5, maybe 600 people in there. That 3 sections that were still open. But the rest of the motherfucking arena was filled. The rest of that shit was filled. That joint was so packed, I couldn't find tea at the motherfucking arena. That motherfucker was packed like shit.
I was at the top in the room, in that suite room. One of the suite rooms.
Can't lie to you. I got some of those.
Folks had got a little sweet in that jump.
You snuck your ass up in there? Shit, motherfucker, Keon and Money Brown and them motherfuckers was on the floor right at the ring. I was like, shit, I'm not paying that motherfucking money to get on the floor. I was like, my seats was good enough. I was right above the floor, but I was like, I could literally take 2 steps and I could touch the rail. I wasn't all the way at the top by the door. I was down on the floor. Like Ricky was in the front row or the second row. It was either Ricky was in the second row. I was in the 4th row, and Ashley was in the 3rd row. Ashley, Kwee, and G5 was in the 3rd row. I was in the 4th row. Me and Al B was in the 5th row behind me.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even want to sit like right by the ring under the damn rug. I want to sit somewhere where like I can see straight into the damn ring.
That's how we was. We could see everything. Then we had the big jumbotron right there in front of our face, so we could see everything.
Yeah. It really ain't no bad seats in Cowboy Stadium, but in the other arena, yeah, you'll want to be.
Yeah, the Cowboy Stadium, because of the big jumbotron they got, you can see every fucking thing.
Yeah.
You see every motherfucker, and the jumbotron is right there in the center of the stadium, so you can see everything. It's no bad seats nowhere in Cowboy. You could get a nosebleed and still see everything because you got the big jumbotron. That shit is like you watching a big ass flat screen at home.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I heard the same shit about the Barclays Center though. I heard it ain't really no bad seat in it, motherfucker.
Like the high up you watch the money.
When EJ said I'm coming for those belts, Terrence Crawford, my ass was yelling like shit. I was like, "Bro, where the fuck you at?" Motherfuckers on the floor heard me. They motherfuckers was turning around looking at me. They can hear me. That's how close I was to the floor. They can hear what the fuck I was saying because niggas was turning around looking at me like, damn, this motherfucker, Bud ain't in here.
No, I got a couple people fights that I gotta scratch off my list. I want to go to an EJ fight. I gotta go
T20.
to
That T20. That Wilder fight is in New York at Barcade.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there in Brooklyn at the Blockade. That's like his second home. That nigga had more fights at the Blockade than he had in motherfucking Vegas.
Ain't no bullshit though. He had a couple of them in Birmingham. Them hoes swinging, man.
Yeah.
That bitch was just.
But yeah, I don't know. That's it. I'm trying to figure out. So Jamel gonna move up, Jamal gonna move up, or Jamal gonna stay there with Jamel for a little while, then move up. Because I know Jamel gonna move up because EJ gonna go for one of those 3 belts he got. He probably go the WBC route. I really want him to go the IBF route and then fight Fandora for the WBC, because I think he will beat the shit out of Fandora and he will get 2 belts real quick. Because his next fight after he fight for the IBF, he can fight Fandora for the WBC right after that.
Who he'll fight for the IBF?
I don't know, whoever's the number 1 contender for the IBF right now. I don't know who that is right now.
I think he's taking the WBC route.
Huh?
I think he's taking the WBC route.
I believe he's going to go the WBC route, but I think he should go the IBF route because that Fandora fight can happen right after that. Yeah. Because we know he's not going the WBA route, because I think is Tim Tszyu the WBA champion, or is he the WBA mandatory, or is he the WBO mandatory?
WB.
I thought WBO.
WBO. Yeah.
He the WBO. So I don't know who the WBA number 1 contender is neither, but I believe he's going to go the WBC. I want him to go to IBF. I really want him to go to IBF. I mean, because really, it don't matter who's the number 1 contender at 154. I don't see none of those people beating him at 154. I don't see Tim Tszyu beating him. I don't see Fandora beating him. I don't see Tony Harrison beating him. I don't see motherfucker Brian Castano beating him. I don't see none of those guys beating him.
Yeah.
The only one that might have a chance at beating him is I don't know. I can't even think of nobody at 154 that the only one that has a chance of beating him is Jamel. I can't think of nobody else that has a chance of beating Earl at 154 because of the style of fight that Earl fights. I don't think nobody can keep up with his daggone his work rate. I don't think nobody can keep up with it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think him and Dan Harrison will go to war.
I think Mel will give him a run. I think Fandora will give him a run. I think Tony will give him a run. If they beat him, I don't know. If they beat him, I ain't sold. But
I think Tony Harrison give him a run early because Tony boxed. But Tony, he has a tendency of his gas tank running out in the later rounds. And with Earl Spence beating up your body like that, his gas tank gonna run out fast.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I think he stopped Fandora in like 5-6 rounds. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Fandora gonna leave that body wide open the whole time trying to fight in the pocket.
That's what I'm saying. Fandora fights on the inside. I don't see him beating Earl Spence fighting on the inside. For one, you're a taller fighter. Your body is open. You fight on the inside. You don't fight on the outside. That's what Earl works best at, on the inside. So now you fighting his fight, and you got a long torso for him to beat your body up. You working in his favor. He just gonna beat your body up even faster. And Fandor got long ass arms, so your punches is not gonna come as fast as EJ punches coming because he got shorter arms. So I don't think I think he'll stop Fandor in probably about 5 rounds.
Rounds was good with it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll stop Fandor in about 5 rounds. I don't see it going past 5 rounds with Fandor. And Fandor, we know Fandor don't have a chin like that. He's been dropped. We know he don't have a chin like that.
Every time Lubin fired back at Fandor, he looked uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Earl gonna be firing a lot. You know what I mean? So,
yep.
Actually, anytime anybody fired back at Fandor, he looked a little uncomfortable. Garcia, Clark was countering with him, and he had Fandor all off.
And the thing is, with EJ is, when EJ hurts you, he's coming in to finish your ass, and you're not gonna be able to stop him from punching because, like I said, Fandor can't fight on the outside, so he's not gonna be able to try to use his wrist.
I think he lost the fight before last, to me, in my opinion. The fight before the Luger fight, I feel like he lost it.
Garcia, yeah.
Yeah, whoever that dude was, he fought around and fought Tony, the same dude that fought Tony Harrison on the next card. Yeah, him.
Angel, not Angel.
Yeah, it was a close fight. It was a close
fight. His name Angel Garcia.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of his name. I know what you're talking about.
His last name Garcia. I can think of his first name.
Yeah. I just like I said, Fandor, he can't fight on the outside. You 6'6" with a 82-inch arm reach, and you can't fight on the outside, or 84-inch arm reach. You can't fight on the outside. All you can fight is on the inside. You doomed to get fucked up. Earl, and he leaned forward. Earl gonna be fucking his eye up with that damn uppercut. You big as shit, and you leaning forward. Yeah, you gonna get fucked up badly. You fuck around and get fucked up in both your eyes. You're gonna be looking worse than Ugas. Motherfucker, Ugas had a broken nose, broken ribs, and a broken eye socket. K Savoy, what's good?
Damn it, man. Yeah, Sergio Garcia. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a close ass fight. But you know they wanted Fandor to win that fight. They want to put Fandor in position. I mean, but it was a close fight though. I mean, I could see an argument either way. Yeah. But when you're a bigger name, you tend to get the benefit of the doubt when you're a bigger name. Yeah. Damn. So, who y'all got winning this motherfucker? Omar Figueroa and motherfuckers
I'm gonna do a
Lipinets.
breakdown tomorrow. I'm gonna do a breakdown tomorrow on it. Shit. The Lipinets was already on the undercard, wasn't it? If I want mistaken.
I believe he was. I believe he was already on the undercard. So he's already been training.
In some sort of shape. So, you know, I think that's a plus.
I'm gonna go with Lipinets with a split decision. That's what I see. I see Lipinets winning this by a split decision. It might be unanimous, but I'm gonna say split.
He gonna be the smaller fighter. I know that much. Now we go see what Omar Figueroa real about. I know he better not miss weight. Talking that shit, he can't do no wrong right now. He got to be on his 10. And he looked
that motherfucker interview that JusDue played for us yesterday. JusDue said, "Man, I'm mad as shit at your motherfucking shirt."
Right, shirt.
No, Omar looked like he looked like he came straight from the bar. That nigga's shirt was wrinkled as hell. Motherfucking the collar was big as shit. That nigga looked like he stuffed a basketball through that motherfucker before he put it on.
He's slapping that shirt for at least a week straight.
Oh, he had
what he said.
That nigga, he didn't look like he was in fighting shape. He looked like if he did get in this fight with Adrian Bona, this will be Adrian Bona's first knockout in about 3-4 years.
I'm telling you, fuck around. You let me ass fuck around and sleep his ass.
Yeah, he looked like he was about to go straight to sleep in that fight. He didn't look good. He don't look good at all to me.
I got a question. What the fuck is going on with Usyk hair, man?
Well, who?
Usyk, his fucking hair.
You said who?
Usyk.
The rapper?
Alexander Usyk.
Oh, you said Usyk. Oh, his hair. Yeah, you know he on that he a little weird dude.
Usyk is a psychopath. That's why I don't see AJ having no chance of beating him. Usyk is one of those guys that you punch him in the face, that nigga laugh at you, and you be like, oh shit.
I ain't gonna say what I was gonna. YouTube might kill me for that.
I ain't even gonna lie. Usyk is one of those motherfuckers that I'd be nervous to fight. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him, and then I start whooping his ass. This nigga start laughing and shit. I'd be like, oh fuck, I gotta be in a motherfucking fight now.
I ain't being funny, but Usyk look like a special ed school shooter, man.
He look like a serial killer to me.
He look like the motherfucker that's like stupid smart, but he's so fucking quiet and crazy that they put him in special classes just because.
That nigga, he look like a straight up serial killer. That nigga Usyk look like he got about 15 bodies over there in motherfucker over in his country.
Before the war.
If they told me right now that Usyk was on the front line shooting a damn AK, I believe it.
If they told me,
look at him. Look at him.
That nigga look like he played motherfucking he juggled grenades without the pins in them on purpose.
Yeah, it might have been a Ukraine thing, cause shit, Loma look like he beat kids and shit.
Yeah. Like
Loma
I said,
look like he beat
Usyk is one of those motherfucker fighters. If you had to pick somebody to fight, you be like, man, I ain't fucking with that nigga. Let me get that dude over there.
You'd be scared to pick this nigga last in any fucking sport.
Yeah. Like that nigga Usyk, like, you better say my name. He be looking at you like, you better say my name. You better say my name. Oh, you ain't pick me? Okay. This motherfucker didn't pick me? Okay, I got you.
I'll be back, motherfucker. Like the nigga that went white man can't jump.
Usyk is definitely a motherfucker I will walk down a dark alley in the roughest street with. I know damn well this nigga gonna be fighting everybody. Probably only have to fight one person. This nigga gonna take about 3-4 niggas by himself. That's what he look like.
Nah,
I ain't saying he can do it, but that's what he look like. He look like he can take about 3-4 niggas by himself. All I gotta do is worry about one.
Hell, he too scared for me. I'm scared after he whoop these niggas, lay them down, he gonna lay me down there.
Yeah.
All right, no witnesses.
Like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't even know you was with me, dog. I thought you was one of them. Like, nigga, we on the same side.
They were like, all right, no witnesses. Sorry, I gotta do this.
Yeah. He look like one of the motherfuckers you don't want to fuck around with.
I'm salute Queen.
Yeah, Usyk look like one of the motherfuckers you don't want to fuck around with. That's why I don't see AJ winning this fight. The only way AJ has a chance of winning this fight is him landing a big punch and knocking Usyk out. That's the only way.
I got to rewatch the first fight, because the first fight I watched it, but I was half drunk and I went to sleep and woke up. It was like the 11th round, so I got to watch the shit again.
Watch that fight. I'm gonna tell you, AJ hit Usyk with a punch, and it looked like it woke Usyk up. That's what it looked like. It looked like it woke his ass up because he started beating the shit out of AJ after that. and AJ started running.
Usyk, I ain't gonna bullshit you. Usyk kind of fight like
and he to be honest, he almost stopped AJ. He almost stopped AJ. They called the round 10 seconds before the round ended. Yep. He was about to stop AJ.
Hey, I seen that one though. But hey, he kind of fight like Usyk. Usyk kind of fight like Loma a little bit. They're kind of like similar. Like you can tell, like they probably been around the same type of people and shit.
I mean, they probably fought in the same gym. They probably came up with the same. Whatever.
Usyk better, but, you know, you can like
you gotta think about it. You gotta think about in their country. They probably don't have too many boxing gyms, so they probably fought in the same gym.
Yeah, I would say it's about the same similarity, but Usyk. And it's crazy that a nigga fought at cruiserweight and heavyweight and can move the same weight laterally like a fucking lightweight. That's crazy. Yeah. It's hard to put your ass down.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't see AJ having enough tools in his tool bag to be able to beat Usyk. And he don't have the mental to be able to beat Usyk. Usyk is one of the motherfuckers that you literally got to be mentally ready to fight this motherfucker. I don't think AJ is ready to fight Usyk.
You think Usyk can take? I got a question. You think Usyk can take a fight with Wilder?
I don't know. He had an opportunity to take it when he first came to heavyweight. He didn't take it, but I think he might take it because of what he saw. Tyson Fury did to Wilder. I think he might feel like, okay, I box better than Tyson Fury, so I think I'll probably be able to beat Wilder. See, some people think, like, knockout think Usyk can beat Wilder. I don't think Usyk can beat Wilder. I think Wilder can be able to keep Usyk on the outside, and when Usyk try to come in on the inside, he catch him with that right hand.
Yeah,
you know what's gonna happen to them two people if they, you know what's gonna happen if Usyk fight Wilder. You know Migo said, screw up the ground. Screw up the ground. That's what his fucking face gonna be doing. Usyk face gonna be on fucking.
I think he gonna end up with that nigga Spider 4 that Wilder laid out and was knocked out for like 2 minutes. What's that? I think that's his name, Spider 4, some shit like that. Yeah, him. That nigga, I think he gonna end up like that because he did the same thing. He fights similar to the way Usyk fight. He likes to fight. I mean, he likes to box, and he tried to come in on the inside, and AJ caught his ass with a nice ass punch coming on the inside. Caught his ass and put his ass straight to sleep. I think Usyk just a little bit too small to fight Wilder. Now, he has a chance because he can box, but he's smaller and he doesn't have the arm reach. So he might confuse Wilder for a little while, but once Wilder figure out his range and figure out how he's coming in, I think Wilder's going to touch him with that right hand because I don't think Usyk have enough power to put Wilder down.
G5, my bro, what's good with it? Just left. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, ain't nothing out. We was just shit toward the end anyway. It's all good. It's all good, Jamal.
Yeah. Yeah, but I only see AJ winning this fight one way. I see Usyk winning this fight multiple ways. He can outbox AJ, or he can possibly stop AJ. I only see AJ winning this one way, and that's catching Usyk with a big punch. But you got to be not scared to take a punch to land a big punch. And I think AJ is too scared to take a punch.
He's timid, and that ain't gonna do him no good. Let's see. Oh, shit, yeah.
I don't see AJ winning this fight. A lot of people say they got AJ winning this fight. I don't got AJ winning this fight. I don't care what nobody says. I don't have AJ. I hope Usyk is the underdog because I'm betting on Usyk if he's the underdog. I hope he's the underdog. And I hope it's a big underdog too.
Mm.
I'm definitely betting on Usyk. I don't see AJ winning. They were like, oh, AJ gonna do just like he did Andy Louise. Andy Louise came in that motherfucker fat as shit. The nigga was eating pizza in the locker room. The nigga was eating pizza in the locker room before the fucking fight.
Yo, for real.
Can't come in no motherfucker fight on a full stomach. You gonna throw all that shit up.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
If Andy Louise didn't get all fat and shit, he would have fucked around and stopped AJ again.
Mm-hmm.
He would have stopped AJ again because he hurt AJ in that fight the second time. He just didn't have the gas tank to jump on his ass like he did before. So like I said, I don't think AJ's winning this fight, and I think Usyk's going to win this fight much easier than he won the first time.
Yeah.
What's up, G5?
It was good with it.
Man, what it do's in my people? Shit.
What's going on?
Man, just got through sitting down, eating, celebrating a little bit for Quee's birthday. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to go get high, man. It's time to go get high. I pulled up sober, bro. Oh, man. I started drinking immediately. I'm like, man, I ain't got time to smoke. Well, get on some of these drinks, man.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about earlier about this motherfucker word that the IBF giving Earl Spence 2 weeks to make this fight with Bud Crawford, or they call him Boots as the mandatory.
Okay. Hey, I put it like this. I'm cool with that. Shit, that's not pressure for Earl. Really, that's pressure for Bud in a sense.
It is.
I mean, to me, because I look at it like, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like, why the fuck would you know what I'm saying? What's the name? Why would I do some stupid shit? Yeah, it's putting pressure on that man. Earl, either way it go, he got the belt. He good regardless. So that's more so Bud. If you want this shot, bro, you better hurry up and go ahead and get this contract situated. If not, shit, you finna miss out. That's how I look at that shit.
Yeah, I think EJ got 2 weeks and then he moving to 54.
Mm-hmm.
Got like 2 weeks. Because he got that means EJ will have 2 mandatories. He will have Staniosis and then he will have Boots.
And unless they gonna let that shit out, different sanction about it. But they both ranked right, not too far from each other in a couple sanction about it. So shit, I mean, we'll see. She just get interesting, man. I'll say that at least. Shit get interesting. You'll get to see shit who really want to do something, who gonna barbecue, who gonna meal do. Shit, we already got a pretty good feeling on based off of the information that we've been provided. And that we can prove. Not picking on nobody because it's public information. We can go prove this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can see if we was making some shit up or pulling that out of our ass and talking about, the Spence and Bud fight, but shit, proof is in the pudding. Straight up. So, man, like I say, I don't give a damn about it until they announce the fight. Now they pushing a 2 week time frame, and what that shit? That's damn near the end of August. I told folks, I said, man, if they don't announce this shit by the end of August, this shit is not happening. Damn sure not this year. But then if you don't have to do it this year, then shit, what make you feel like you're gonna have more confidence that it's gonna happen next year? And it's the perfect time. So everybody, what about next year? No, nigga, now. This is the time. Nobody finna sit here and wait on Terrence to figure out if he wanna what he wanna do, or if he really want this fight. Simple as that, man. AJ, shit, you gonna lose again. Shit, boxing is mental. 90% mental. And his shit is not strong at all. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't see that working in his favor either. Usyk can't wait, but shit, Usyk game ain't predicated on all that moving. He moved, but he ain't percolating across the goddamn ring. Motherfucker moving and going at angles, you know what I'm saying? Like a good ass running back or something. Find the angles, get in, get out type shit. So he had no extra weight. He gonna fuck around and knock AJ out this time, bro. Fuck around. What I got on it though. Shit, how y'all see the AJ fight? I mean, D3, we already talked, but how everybody else see that shit though?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't watched too much of neither one. I gotta watch the fight over again, like maybe 2 more times before the fight happens. Cause shit, you know, I don't too much fuck with heavyweight boxing like that, so I gotta start goddamn watching it so I can see who do what for real, and what the fuck wrong with AJ. Every time I watch AJ, there's some shit wrong with him. I don't watch AJ at least 4 times, and they get his ass destroyed with a jab every goddamn time. There's something wrong with that shit.
I mean, with every way with AJ, I mean, if he actually can get the way out of a straight right or either a straight left, depending on who he fight. Shit, he can't get out the way of a straight. It ain't just got to be a right. It could be a left too. Shit, he just don't know how to defend that shit. Don't know how to parry this shit. Then having muscle, being robotic, not being in dumbass shape. He think being in shape and having muscles is being in shape, like gas tank wise. No, bro. You need to roll work. You need to have a dumb gas tank. If you're gonna be having no muscles like that, you gotta be in even more shape. That muscle mass heavy. Take more oxygen and blood flow to keep them muscles and all that muscle mass performing like you want it to.
Yeah, that nigga lift weights like he a WWE superstar.
Like when he slimmed down, he did it right. Like, I mean, he lost weight, but shit, he ain't doing enough conditioning. So it's like you lose weight, but you ain't put enough road work in. So you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of defeat the purpose. You lighter, but if your stamina not there, then shit, you should have better off staying at the weight you was at. My opinion, shit, you lose weight. Yeah, you lost weight, but that don't mean that your gas tank right. That don't mean you still put in road work because you lost weight. That's how I look at it, man. Man, ain't kidding
tomorrow on the joint. You know, he already know I'm gonna get on his ass because I don't think he's gonna win either.
Yeah, then y'all know tomorrow night, you know what I'm saying? Me and Just will be a part of the with Divine on the Firestorm, you know what I'm saying?
And T, I think, gonna be over there too.
Oh yeah, T, you over there too?
So he had his ass on mute.
It's key. I'm gonna be on that jump.
Okay. You good over there, man? You sound like you kind of full over there, like you feeling good, man.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, I know. I can hear it in your voice. Your voice sound heavy, nigga.
On y'all asses over there. OTB, what's good with it, bro?
Yeah, man. We sitting down, clowning, having fun, man. You know, a little bit. You know, gotta post. Nigga, all this time, nigga. It's weird. Me and my bro BF finally took a pic after these years. Ain't that some shit? All these years, they never had no pic. But it's coming out now, though. You know, gotta have fun with the fam, man. So shit. Boy, when I say I'm ready to smoke, nigga, boy, Lord. I just picked up something else too. It's cutting up right now too. I said, oh yeah. It's time to get righteous now, bruh. Y'all over there standing full and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, I need to catch up.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, y'all getting some rain in y'all part? You start raining hard as hell out here. And lightning and shit in Dallas, bro. Out of nowhere.
I ain't gonna lie to you, but it been doing that dumb and dumber in Alabama.
Ain't no rain though.
Bro, nigga, it ain't even.
Well,
I mean, the lights out. The street.
I lied
The
that
street
quick.
lights.
It did rain. It did rain.
Hey.
It rained today. It rained all day today, actually.
Bro, no cap. Nigga. The street lights out, bro. Ain't no even no lights on, bro. The street lights, the damn traffic lights, all this shit out, bro. Nigga, it's just car lights going down the road right now, bro.
It be dumb the other day, boy. It was raining so hard on one side and a rainbow on the other fucking side.
That's how it be on my side. It might be raining on my side. You know, Quee stay like 20 minutes from me, and Arlington or whatever and shit. They ain't getting shit. Then they getting rain, and they ain't getting shit.
Man, it raining wolves and coyotes out these bitches.
Boy. Grab me some more cigars.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that fight over again a couple times, probably. Boy, get that cup off my laptop for you been on break. Take that in there. Yeah, take that in there. Ain't nothing in that cup, so you want to take it out that straw. Go ahead then, young man. You know, my damn teacher used to say, "You going to class, son?" "Yes, I'm going to class, but go ahead then, young man." Nah, I had that one fucking principal in school. That nigga used to trip me out, boy. Well, you come down the hallway, I'm like, "Hey, how you doing, Mr. Gregory?" "I'm doing supernatural, son, supernatural."
Damn.
I'm telling you, every day.
Nigga say I'm doing supernatural. Yeah, that ain't normal. Shit. Goddamn. You feeling fucking outstanding, nigga.
I'm talking about every day, even when he mad now.
Oh man.
I'm talking about his speeches in the auditorium used to be like 2 hours. Then they get on the little intercom doing announcements and end up talking about, "Have a supernatural day, Bulldogs lead the way." Nigga, shut up. I'm tired as fuck. I had a road game last night and I got back at 3 in the fucking morning and got back up at 6. My day is not supernatural, nigga. It's super tired. I'm tired, then I still gotta be responsible for a fucking project I did. That shit you trip me out too, but ooh. That and the one time they hired a new teacher and that motherfucker quit the first day. I couldn't believe what the fuck I saw.
Well, shit. I'm about to let y'all get the hell up out of here. I got the monkeys as I always do. I got to get something to eat ASAP. I don't feel like even doing nothing, but I got to eat something. Starving.
I already know.
Appreciate all my bros in the building as always. I know we gonna be doing this right back tomorrow morning. To clean up.
Oh yeah, you know it. We'll be back on it, man. We'll be on a normal time. Shit, I ain't fucking see without charging my shit up tonight. That's one thing I'm not doing.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
Yeah, man, dope live, bro. I was
Like,
in and out, I was listening, man. I was all over while we was doing what we was doing. But man, you already know, bro. Everybody up here, man, y'all stay solid. Keep doing what y'all doing. That's why we winning. You dig? Shout out to that chat. Everybody in this joint. You know what I'm saying? My people in here. TWT growing like a motherfucker. Told y'all that shit got wings on it, bro. Like we drunk a bunch of Red Bulls in this bitch. Boy. You know, but you know, we different like that. We hit like that. But shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all, my good people. I'm finna let you close on now, fam.
Man.
I'm finna go chill out. You know what I'm saying? Go chill out with my lady, dog. Enjoy the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying?
See you.
Pull out.
Y'all.
You know, I had to pull up one time for the one time.
For sure.